Hello, hello, hello. This first comment I see here says it's 4:25 in the US. That's from Don't Trust Nobody. Hello, hello, Entertainment Daily lovers. Welcome, welcome back. What's going on? Mm. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are a bit late, but yes, I give me a second. Let me check something. I had so much, so much, so much to do, and where's our life? I'm trying to find this live stream. So sorry, we are coming in a bit late, but better late than never. So while we wait, we have so much to cover, so much to discuss. We'll do our best to cover as much as we can. You are welcome. Sorry I'm a bit late. Would have been live since, but yeah, I had other things to do. So I posted a short for those of you that watches the shorts on the channel. You know, I had said, don't miss it, don't miss it. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Pardon my voice, but yeah, we gotta do this anyway. Okay, so give me a second. Let me just share. Let me check the sound and share, and then we will get right in. Okay, so all right, the sound is good. Yes, keep the thumbs up coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those thumbs up. Yeah. Okay, so sound is great, and we will get right in. Okay, so we're going to be discussing JD in big trouble. We are also going to hello, 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 Barrister Oyoyo in the building. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I am super late. I am super late today. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Oyoyo's words. And guys, share, please, like. There's so much to cover, okay? We've been missing in action, and so much, so much is going on. And immediately I was coming in, I saw a post from someone, a content creator on Facebook, and that got me laughing. The person posted and said, why is it a whole lot of people are not discussing this whole thing? That some persons are just choosing not to talk about this, and that this person thinks that the people not talking about it are just mumus. And that made me to laugh. And I'm like, ah, just as we're coming into YouTube to have this conversation, I'm seeing that post, and I'm like, who has that Facebook page? The person, I think that person is really funny. But anyway, there's so much for us to cover. And Miriam, Madam MIA, is busy crying. Like she is super, super sad. We will also touch down a little bit on Kora's new man and the saga surrounding that. And Zoe's Zoe, aka Crystal, or Crystal, aka Zoe, the one that Kora will be filed restraining order. We will be touching down on her son's interview. I was really looking for that full interview, but I couldn't find it. There's just something with these people. There's so much surrounding this whole drama thing that when you're searching for these people and their stuff with their real names, you just can't find them. So I wanted us to listen to it together. I've been able to find some of the clips here and there, but I've not seen the full interview. But I've heard so much that this um, man has spilled. Okay, that's Zoe's son, and if you've heard all of that, you know that it is going down. Mr. Talkative is no longer talking, okay? And with these type of informations, y'all know. So these things are really making number one supporter of JD to cry. You're welcome, welcome, Royal D. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for coming in. So we will start by talking about Kora's new man. We just touched down on that, and then we'll go over to Miriam, drama and all the whole dramatic stuff she's been doing and saying on Facebook, and then we would round up with the interview from Zoe's son, and then after discussing everything, you will know why we're saying is JD in deep shit. Or okay. So Kora Obidi, or let me start from JD, okay? Because JD is always online, giving us this vibe. I just want to co-parent in peace. I just want this. I want peace. I don't want drama. I don't want trouble. I don't want anything. But then remember, JD came out, and after Cora had filed the second restraining order, okay, when she missed the first one, they came out, they were all loud and screaming and had so much to say, okay? And then when she finally filed the second time, okay, and then now everybody saw that the lady ain't playing, she's serious, that she's going to be doing something about this whole thing. Then the story from these people started changing, okay? So JD came out and asked people to gather information or anything, evidence. If you've ever sent him anything, they should gather stuff. So of course the minions stood up and started, practicing their or warming up, left, right, forward, march straight to chaos page to go sit there to do their watch night, watch and pray, pray without ceasing. They just go camp there so they can find out something. And in the process of them camping in Kora Obidi's page, Kora was on her life as usual, So then a call came in. These people found out that it was someone that is probably seeing Kora. Kora has not come out to announce to the world or to her fans, supporters, that she's in any relationship or anything, okay? But yeah, these people found this man and they bombarded this man. But then the one thing that I love about this thing, oh my goodness, I think they will be after not only that one, like this particular one right now that they are after, they flocked in, the way the bees fly. That's how these people trooped into. Imagine somebody being live on their page, just doing their thing. If you're a a creator, you know that stuff like that happens. Sometimes your life, a family member will maybe call you or a friend will call you and you just pick up your call. That's exactly what happened to her. And she picked her call. And according to people, that particular live stream, I was not there. I was not on that live stream. So I didn't see when it happened. But people that were on the live stream explaining that when that call came in, she had her Apple Watch on, and somehow these people saw the name, the full name, the first and last name of the caller, and immediately they went and started searching for that person online, and they found the person. And you needed to see the bombarding of messages. There is no name in the book. They didn't call her, telling him to stay away from her. She's a scammer, she's this, she's that, you know uh and Kora came out and called them out. And she said she has been overlooking so many things that they've been doing, but this time around, she's not going to overlook. And, screenshot of some names were actually posted, you know. And I'm just looking at that, like, I hope people go and bombard those people too, the same way they went and bombarded an innocent person that just called Kora. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, whatever Kora decides to do with her life, it's none of these people's business. And just because Jade is asking them to look for evidence for him doesn't mean that they have to go pick up someone that she's seen. That she's dating this person. That does not have anything to do with their case at hand. Okay, because after all, JD himself was actually dating Summer, right? And it was Summer that broke up with him. He said it by himself. So it's not as if it was his ex-wife that went and told Summer to leave this person. Do you get? Here's what he's saying, hello to royalty. So they bombarded this man, and Kora came out and said she's not the first person to be divorced. She will not be the last, and people should leave her alone. And she will not be keeping quiet. She is going to be calling people out, and people need to cut their crap. Something else I want us to get into before we get into Miriam's conversation is another content creator that feels like she is super upset at Kora, and she has started the campaign again because if you notice for the past few days now, let's say, or it's maybe up to a week, if we check JD's page, we will find out when he did the last live stream talking about his ex-wife. So let's say roughly about a week, but he's been posting, okay? He's been posting write-ups here and there and whatnot, but nothing as strong as he was doing few weeks ago. Okay. But then this woman, this blogger, okay, that I want us to discuss right now, came out and was screaming on the top of her voice to anyone that could listen how KO is a scammer, how everybody that has donated to her GoFundMe should go collect the money back, ask for their money back, how JD is the father of the children, and if a father demands that his children, and the way she was saying it, she wasn't saying it as if these two people had kids together. She was saying it as if when you have children, those children belongs to the man and not you, the woman that was pregnant for 9 months, not you, the woman that went into that labor ward and pushed out a full human head from that small hole. You know what I mean? Okay. And not you breastfeeding, taking care of and raising these children, and that you will do for the next 18 years until they are all grown and set out to, start their life and whatnot. This woman came out screaming. And some persons didn't know the full story. And if you were listening to this video of this woman, the way she was ranting, how wicked Kora was, how dare Kora strike her, what is it? Is Kora the only content creator? Why is it that nobody can even use Kora's content? And seriously, I didn't even bother. So real. So what's the lady's name? I didn't even bother to know what that person's name, because a person that sounds like that has nothing reasonable, and I don't even think anybody should be paying attention to that person. So I didn't even bother to pick on the name of that blogger because she was not making any sense. And people will not be thinking, oh, Kora is so mean. Kora is so mean. But if you've been watching Kora, you will know that Kora will tell you, because when you have, if you're a content creator, you're able to make your content. Facebook, I believe, does. I'm not that active on Facebook, but YouTube, I know, gives you the option of setting up your channel in a way that if anybody takes anything from your channel, immediately YouTube will be notified and they will flag that person. So Kora always says that, right? That even down to her photos, she will explain. She said, if you're using my, be very careful. She always says that if you're using my videos, be very careful. If you're using my photos, don't use certain photos, all those professional looking photos. Kora will want not for you not to use them. You might get into trouble. That when you see her regular photos, those you can use, nothing will happen. But professional photos, you should not use them. Okay, you could get copyright claim and whatnot. So this woman should know, as a content creator, you should know fair use and every guideline that each, because Facebook and YouTube, the guidelines are not exactly the same. So you need to know, if you know that you're going to be active on Facebook, then you need to know their guidelines. You need to know the do's and don'ts on Facebook. And all the apps, one thing that is common is you cannot just go download somebody's full video. And Kora, if you notice, hardly does videos. Kora mostly goes live. And if you're a content creator and you're doing live stream, you know that live streams, except you're doing that live stream, like if you're streaming with StreamYard, where you can stream and then you're able to edit it and then post it later. But if you're going live direct, whatever you're saying, whatever you're doing, your mistakes, your everything is going to be out there. Except you're coming back later to pull that 2 3 hours, or depending on how long you were live, to pull it down and start editing. But my point is, Kora puts in the work. Do you understand? Hmm. So she lets people comment mean things on on her page. To be the next soon. Kora has been very calm compared to some other content creators that we know on the streets of, I would say, YouTube, because me, I'm mostly on YouTube. But people that are on Facebook will probably know content creators too that do that on Facebook. The rate at which some people carries Kora's videos and where they will talk about her, the insults, the name calling, the whatnot. If it were to be some content creators that I know on YouTube, those channels will not be in existence. I'm telling you, those channels will not be in existence. That's just the truth. So this woman started screaming, and people were not feeling like, oh, Kora is very mean. Why? Other content creators allow you to use their content, react to it. But the thing is, this woman was downloading her full videos, not making changes. Meanwhile, these are not Kora's rules. These are the rules of the owner of the app. Fair use. You're reacting, you need to make it your own. You need to do something to this, content that you're taking, and you're saying, oh, it's a reaction. You just don't take a video of yours, a stagnant video of yours with no sound. You're not talking, you're not doing anything, just shaking your head. You put it in there, and in your mind, or a photograph of yours, and you put it in there. To them, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, it is not enough. You've not made enough changes to that content. The content still looks exactly the way the person that made it made the content. So this woman was upset that her video was flagged, and this woman came in screaming, calling Kora all manner of names. And I'm like, oh, really? So you went ahead, took somebody's videos, not one, not two, not three, not four. Royalty said Kora needs to go after her page. The thing is, if she would do something like that, they will now come out and start screaming. You saw the way this one was screaming, how evil she is, how mean, how she never helps anybody. And I'm like, this is her own intellectual property. She is creating those live streams, okay? Because I feel like sometimes people really just look at people that go live, and they're like, you're not doing anything much. After all, these other people will create their videos, they will edit, they will this, they will that. But don't forget that these people need to also brainstorm. You just don't sit down and say, I'm going live, and you turn on your live stream, and then you're not having what to say, or you're not entertaining, or you're not being interactive, or giving the people something that they enjoy. Nobody's going to come there back to back watching you if you're not going to give them something. So I feel like, I don't know why this woman would download the whole of the video, and now she's calling her names, how bad she is, how she's eating noodles. And I'm like, even the JD that you're supporting said that Kora earns good money from Facebook. So do you think that somebody that earns good money from Facebook is not able to buy any other food other than noodles? And I'm like, this goes to show people. And I just want, the reason why I want to touch down on this a little bit before we go into other stuff, is because we get these things, and people like, why are some of these Nigerians, or some of these Africans supporting this Mr. JD? And I kept saying it, that it is not because they think that he's telling the truth. There's difference when you're fighting for someone or something, or you're fighting for a cause, and you know that that's the truth. Okay, you're fighting for justice, you're fighting for that person because the person is innocent and the person is being mistreated. Know that these people know that this man is not telling the truth. These people know that 99.999% of what this man is claiming that the ex-wife did to him is all fictitious. These are just things that he cooked up. But because they want to be bloggers, and they don't want to go through the normal process where you have to start by not having any subscriber, to having your first one subscriber, then five, then 10, to not having so much people watching your videos, to now having 10 view, 20 view, 30 views, and just slowly growing, going up the ladder step by step, which even those people with millions of subscribers, including the Kora that has about 8 million, right, on Facebook. If you ask her from the when she started, she will tell you how when she had her 10, her 100, her first 200, 500,000, she will tell you when she had those numbers before she got to. But people see her now with these millions of following on Facebook, and they just feel like, she's not even doing anything. She just comes there, talks, or she goes to her Kora kitchen, she cooks, and she does was, and then people are everywhere. Do you understand? So I'm like, I hope that people are beginning to see from the way these women speaks, and the kind of things these women does, it to show you that these people know that the man is not telling the truth. They know that the man is and be all popular. Some of them don't even want to really create content, but they just want to get to um sorry, they just want to get to that point. I'm going to read comments in a bit. They want to get to that point where maybe they'll start having brand deals because they will now be so popular from supporting the nonsense that he's doing, helping him to champion this his false cause and all of that. And because this one he's filled with so much hate and so much anger that I don't even know where it's coming from. Vengeance. He's been so vindictive that everything will end up backfiring. And that's exactly what we see playing out right now in front of us. And they just want to roll with him, get to that point where they know they've gained ground. You see, like the lady L in the UK, you notice that she's pulling back a little bit. She still goes in on Kora, she still mocks Kora, which she would do those things, but she knows that she has gained ground. She now has people that she can actually turn to. She now has this group of people that whatever she's discussing, you understand, like she was in the hospital talking about she wanted to go do something, go la touch something, and she was trying to say anesthetic, and it was almost her biting her tongue, and she didn't know if she was going to say anesthetic or she was going to say anesthesia or whatnot. But anyway, it was a hot mess. Welcome, I say it. Welcome, Ron M. But anyways, you can notice that that one is pulling back because she has already gained ground. And this one now that started screaming that Kora flagged her video and whatnot, you see that all the while that she was downloading Kora's video, that they didn't flag her video, everything was okay. And according to people that kept, people that knew about that woman's page and were viewing her page, said if you go to that page, it's almost like the Lady L's page, where everything you will see there is negative comments. Everything you see is, at least the Lady L, we know that she is part of that their WhatsApp group, and her job is she is one of the top bloggers for him that is supposed to help tarnish the image of the ex-wife. So that one has a job, just as Kim Baker and Mariam Awolowo and the rest of them had their own job too, to collect those evidence that she pretended she was a lawyer, and she was collecting evidence, and she had that giant file that they sent to CPS, and it still didn't help anything. Okay. So this woman kept on just talking and running her mouth and saying, and I'm like, I like it when you people do this, because you're exposing yourself. Those people that are confused, or those people that were thinking, why is it that some of our people are doing this? Because they are so loud, it seems like there are so many of them, but there are really few of them that are supporting him, but they are supporting him for selfish reasons. And because of that, you will see things like this happening. Because when they get angry, they will not start talking and talking and talking and exposing themselves also in the process. Let's see. Okay, so I'll be putting the comments on the screen. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about Kora's Newman and how she has said she will be calling them out. All of these people that are here taunting, sending him all those weird messages and whatnot, that she will be calling them out. And I'm believing that probably as she sees the message, as he receives them, maybe the person will send it to her, and she will be posting their full names also. So people can also go visit. When you want to serve somebody some type of breakfast, other people, there are people that are also ready to serve you the same breakfast. So if she will post those people's name with their screenshot and everything, I believe there are people that are also going to go over to their own Facebook pages and bombard them also, you know. Okay, yes, I'm still here listening. Thank you so very much. Thank you, ma'am. So we will go over to Miriam's page, and you will hear Miriam venting. This is a woman that JD himself has actually said he does not want anything to do with this person. But still, this woman will not leave this man alone. You know. Thank you so very much, Oyoyo's What. Yes, if you're just coming in, don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up so YouTube knows that something is going on. Uh here. hmm So, okay, I found the post again that I said to you guys that immediately I was coming in to start this live stream. Someone posted on Facebook, and I thought this was funny. This person said, social media isn't quiet. You guys are just quiet because you don't want to face the reality that JD is in a mess. So you are refusing to talk about it. Avoidance doesn't make someone a brand, it makes them a coward and it makes you look like mumus. How markets? Just keeping it real. And the person's this person's page is keeping it real 2.0. I wonder I saw this for the first time today when I was searching for the listen that the video, the interview that Kim did with this woman's son. So we all know what this man had said concerning Zoe, right? He even told us about how, when I say this man, I mean JD, right? He actually told us how he spoke to FBI and how all these people that posted, because all over Facebook, if you type in Zoe's name, Crystal and Zoe is the same person, okay? Because I know sometimes people are like, what is even her name? Is she Crystal? Is she Zoe? Yes, she is the same person. Crystal, Zoe is one and the same. So he had said that all those orange outfit that she was wearing, those orange jailhouse outfits that people got her mugshot and was posting it all over Facebook, that those were just the people that were working for his ex-wife Kora, right? And they went and created an AI image that looked like this his nanny, because that's what he calls her, his nanny. And what they're actually doing is trying to convince the masses that this woman has criminal record, this woman is this woman is that, that she's none of those things, that he has done his research and she's none of those things. And he even went ahead, he went as far as contacting the FBI in the US, and the FBI told him that those are fake, that there's nothing, the woman does not have criminal record. As at when he was saying this, those his minions, they were laughing, cheering. Oh yes, yes, you people thought you were going to make something out of this. And people were like, what is this man talking about? Information that is out there and available to everybody. People already knew that JD was not telling the truth then, but he was able to lie to people to their faces. But yet you have this set of people that will come out and be telling you, 12 midnight. Let me just hold this. There's the bikes. Past 12 midnight, but people won't sleep. They're still racing with their bikes. Noise. Okay, so JD came out giving us bold-faced lie where we know that all of those things. Let me see. Royal said, can I ask you if the lady still be with Kora's kids? Oh, there's a restraining order, so she can't. I think for now, they had one, and I think they extended it again till August. So I don't think she can go close to. She has not been found guilty for anything, but I think from what those court documents, the ones that I saw that people posted a little bit about this present restraining order thing, I think she cannot go close to them for now, but they are waiting for Kora and her team to make sure they serve, and then they will take their next hearing. I think is sometime in August or so. So that's what they're waiting for. So for now, I don't think she will be able to go close to the kids. And if JD would dare to bring her close to the kids, he's only making it worse, because remember, when she had posted those first videos and whatnot, and people started calling her out because these were kids, right? And even though a lot of people didn't like, I mean, those people in their gang, they didn't like Kora. They also didn't like some of them that had little bit of conscience left, didn't think it was smart for her to film those kids in that way and shared it. So when she got that backlash, I believe when she did it initially, she thought everybody would be supporting her, but some people just cannot stand you because you're fighting with someone, you will now bring in the person's children. So people didn't, and she was quick to come out and explain to everyone that JD is fully aware that she just did not go into his home and started filming everything, filming his kids, and he didn't know about the distribution of those content. But remember, when Kora spoke about it, Kora said when she saw the stuff, she contacted him, and he said he doesn't like he's gonna check with her and he will get back to Kora, but he never did. So that also confirms, if you ask me, that he knew. If Zoe herself is saying that JD gave her the permission to post those very terrible stuff, that if you search very well, little bit of 1 or 2 minute clips are still on Facebook. Some people still have them, although they've blurred the faces of the kids. But from the daughter's voice, you will recognize the voice if you've heard her talk, because you will hear that child talk on Kora's live stream, or when they were still together. If you check their old videos, you will hear the first child's voice, so you can recognize her voice, and you will see the lower part of her body, and yeah, the videos, but it's still on Facebook. I think a lot of people took down theirs, but that's the thing that I was saying the other day, that even if they're trying to hide it, there are people that have posted it and they will never take it down. So if they're taking up this case, the court is able, if they once they go on Facebook, they'll still find the videos. So the videos are still there on Facebook, and people that have it saved on their devices still have them saved. Yeah, but I don't think she can go close to the kids for now. And if JD does that, he's only making his case worse, because even right now he's already like, after they finish with this, I believe he will have things to answer too, because your wife or ex-wife, sorry, contacted you and told you this is what is in circulation. You said you were going to do your diggings and you will get back to her. So if he was innocent, he should have, found out what is going on, and once she was filing, he would have been with her. So that's what is making this woman cry on his behalf. His servant, Madam MIA. That's why she's crying, because even her, she can see that he's going down, okay? Because he lied. He lied, and he just didn't lie to all of us, the online in-laws, people on social media. He actually lied that he had a conversation with FBI. You understand? And coupled with all those comments he's been making about CPS and whatnot. So there's so much on him already, even though he would want to make the whole world believe that the ex-wife is the one that is a liar. She's the one that is a narcissistic person, that is always behaving like a sick person and whatnot. And he had so much to say, but from what we know, it is actually him. So let's pull up Madam MIA's post. Okay, so Jade lied about the FBI to trick her from going to the police. And he wanted everybody to believe him, but now it has backfired, Aaron. It has backfired. Hmm. I said they had better go back to watch Just Dogger. He will be in jail for years for receiving and having it in his computer. Josh. Is that the Crystal's ex and this thing? Because if it's that one, the stuff that was blackmail from Crystal, it wasn't his, it was hers. So I think she will be the one to face it. Okay, so let me type in her name, Miriam. Let's go to Miriam's page and listen to Miriam. Mm. Aha, I said it, Ron. That's why the U.S. Case is critical. The evidence, is out. Interpol was sent to the UK, and and MIA will be picked up. I say, have you not noticed that MIA is not as stupid as the rest of them, if you really notice, because MIA for the past how many months have been screaming that she was never in any group. Why do you think she's saying that? Because she knows that those things that were distributed in that group that they were all in were stuff. She likes to pretend that she's a legal person. I studied ethics. I studied ethics in ethics 1900. You know how she used to say it. So that's why she's been screaming in all her live stream. Anybody that cares to listen would hear that this woman is telling you that, look, hmm, I was not there. And that's why she's turning around now. She's now the number one enemy of Zoe. Okay. Miriam is now the number one enemy of Zoe. How funny is that? Hmm. I'm trying to find some. This woman, she's just. Mhm. There's some. I'm trying to find her post. Wait. Let's go into her page. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Okay. So this one is 23 hours ago, and she said, Robert have confirmed my fears. JD must get a criminal lawyer, a criminal defense attorney now. Let's go down before that one. Let me see something. So there's this one. I said the setup against JD part two. The fact that this woman is still screaming setup is so funny. Ha! May God help some people's brain. Somebody said, I don't want you. Madam Servant is still here screaming and cheering, even after when he came out recently and still embarrassed her when they were begging him to unblock her. What did he say? She has my info. Yeah. I say, says, have you not seen how Kim is spilling the beans? She's been interviewed on Amira tonight and has released a recording speaking to the accused son where he revealed his mom's criminal past. Was it? I thought it was Kim that was interviewing and not this. Okay, I've not seen. Oh, really? It was on Amira's chat. Is she on Facebook? I thought Amira is on YouTube. Is she on Facebook also? Because that the this in the recording, I saw it. I heard from another blogger, but Joy said it was Kim that was interviewing the son. Okay, so I'm trying to give me a second. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so let's get.
Spoken. Zoe's son spoke yesterday.
This is Miriam talking.
Apparently, Zoe attempted to kidnap Robert when Robert was a kid. Zoe secretly record people for blackmailing purposes, and she have tons of
Amira will
indecent
interview
images
tonight.
of minors on a laptop, according to
That's
Robert.
great.
JD's in big trouble, guys. I warned. I did my best. I came out with frustration. I warned. Good afternoon.
This is.
This is another day and another
Hmm.
truth. Always. Jesus, the bad man, Jesus, creating fears in the land. But at the end of the day, till today, the true Jesus spread still prevail.
Hmm.
Guys, Robert has spoken. Zoe's son spoke yesterday. Apparently, Zoe attempted to kidnap Robert when Robert was a kid. Zoe secretly record
Wow.
people for blackmailing purposes, and she have tons of decent email.
Okay, so there's something I want us to quickly note about what this woman is saying. You all see the fear in her voice and how tense, like she wants to just disappear. If Madam MIA can actually vanish from this planet Earth and go to Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, somewhere else, that's what she's going to do right now because she knows that it is going down. Right now, everybody's gaze, the flashlight is on Zoe, aka Crystal, or Crystal, aka Zoe, right? But these women know that one after the other, because when this woman will start testifying, when she sees that she's going down, there is no way Zoe will not say things that will implicate. She has already implicated their headmaster, right? The person in charge of their cult, Mr. JD, she has already implicated him by saying he knows about it. He was aware, he gave her the go ahead. This explanation will get to a point where Zoe will start pointing out what everybody did. Zoe will take her time and break it down and explain the job of everybody. The likes of Madam MIA and Lady L in the UK, Lady F in the US, and the rest of them, including the Kim that is now interviewing people, interviewing Zoe's son. They all know that they will get something out of this because they are all guilty of something. Seriously. That means if, just as I say it, is saying it that Amira will be doing her interview tonight. If that's the case, then more spilling is going to be taking place. So y'all buckle up. Buckle up, because a lot of people that were kind of sitting on the fence feeling like, oh, the problem was actually KO, will now start seeing who is really the plotter. Because when people are saying it, some persons will like, y'all are just taking sides, and he will try to push, oh, women supporting women, African people supporting African people, black people support. Now we will see who has been plotting right from day one. Okay, so let's listen. The fear in the voice of this woman is just everything.
Good afternoon, ladies and
It is just everything.
The truth Jesus spread.
Ha.
Secretly record people for blackmailing purposes, and she have tons of indecent images of minors on a laptop, according to Roberts.
Wow.
JD's in
Later
big
he was
trouble,
caught
guys.
with it.
I warned. I
Oh
did my
wow.
best. I came out with frustration. I
Can you
warned
imagine? Ron
privately.
M.
I warned in public. But you followers, you keep egging him. Go and partner with KO now, JD, in this upcoming case as a second petitioner. Get a solicitor now. It's not too late. Get up now and do it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
So y'all see how this woman, it's your welcome entertainment. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. If you're just coming in, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notification, and also give the stream a thumbs up if you're just joining us. So I see it said Madam MIA still doesn't have insight. With this fear in her voice, maybe she's still feeling like she will be able to escape by going to court and claiming that she was never a member of that uh you know WhatsApp group, either the first one or the second one. So if she says that, if they believe her in court, then she will be able to say she never saw those things, she only heard it online the way every other person heard about it or saw it on Facebook. Then probably her charges will be reduced. But she's joking, because they have done so much. They have done so much that I feel like all of them right now are shivering, because they know that it's going down. They never thought, if you judge from what JD had said to that Canadian blogger, you would notice that JD got to a point where he was too comfortable. He felt like he knew his ex-wife in and out. But there is a way you will keep poking at someone, and then you would not, the response of that person will be totally different from what you've known all of your life. Even if it's someone that you both grew up together, you were born in the same family, you grew up together, and you've never seen this person react that way, you'll be asking yourself, so what happened, what changed? But you've been poking at that person for so long, and it is only natural that it will get to a point where that person will not be able to take it anymore. And that is where it has gotten. And I feel like for Kora, when the children, when she saw that they were not taking, at first they were just calling the children's names, saying they were not beautiful, they were not this, they were not that. She knows she has beautiful kids, so what? But when it got to this point where this woman was now physically being in contact and treating the children that way, I think that was just it for her. She knew she had to do something. And I think that's one thing that this man did not think about. He was just too focused on how he's going to make sure that he tarnish her image, how he's going to make sure that he destroys this woman. But in the process, what we see right now is this man surrounded himself with dangerous people, people that were not there to genuinely fight for him. They were always there for themselves. They were there for what they can gain, what they can make out of this sad. After all, it doesn't affect them directly. These are strangers. So what they can gain from it. And when things go south, immediately they already have evidence against him. Because if you're really fighting for someone, who goes to record conversation between someone that you're fighting for, someone that you feel like the person have been mistreated, and the whole world is not seeing things the way you want them to see? Why are you recording the conversation you're having with this person? And because he is not smart enough to understand, but yet he will say the whole world is not smart, people cannot read, people don't have understanding, he is the doctor, he is everything. But look at the kind of people this man surrounded himself with. And as they are sinking, they are pulling him together with them. That's exactly what we see playing out right now. As these women are sinking, they are completely pulling this man and taking this man along. You understand?
Pictures. I didn't have any access to the videos of baby Athena.
What did I tell
And
you, people? Let's listen to
Zoe
this
didn't
one.
stop bullying and harassing.
Hmm. Okay, this one is a 10 minutes video. Let's listen to this one from Madam MIA. Okay, let's listen to this from the beginning. Let's go.
Guys, I'm just going to use this opportunity to clear some question that was raised under the comment section um, on the video I made yesterday. Guys, it's called 50-50. Anything that happens under JD's care, the CPSP hold him responsible. The application KO filed involves a criminal act against a minor, child abuse against a minor, and a restraining order request, which falls again under criminal act. So the FBI information,
Absolutely,
you
Ron.
guys are saying that JD had the FBI investigation and they saw the evidences and they said there's nothing wrong with it. How many of you think, how many WhatsApp forums are you aware of that Zoe created and put different people in? How many WhatsApp forums? How many WhatsApp forums did Zoe created since last year? You guys don't know. This is what they call blind experiment. What Zoe did is called blind experiment, whereby you put some participants in one cubicle and you put another participant in another cubicle. Okay?
Did you all notice how this woman is disassociating herself from this whole thing? Did you all see? Did you all know how many people, how many WhatsApp groups Zoe created? She's now explaining this like someone from the outside. Meanwhile, this woman is an inner caucus. Remember, this is the same person that was bragging how she used to speak to JD. JD speaks to her the first thing in the morning. He wakes up, and before he goes to bed, the last person he speaks to. Look how she's now sounding, as if Zoe was somehow walking and doing all of these things by herself. Although we know the Zoe has got her cuckoos going on. Yeah. From the interview the son did, yes, we know that. But this woman is not innocent at all.
And you expose them to different materials or even the same materials in order to find out about so many other factors. Yeah? You guys don't have a clue what the FBI saw. And I don't even believe that JD have contacted the FBI directly. I don't believe that. I believe JD relies on Rhonda evidence that Rhonda has, which is pictures, according to Rhonda, pictures of the children. And you guys keep forgetting that it was Zoe who came out, did a video that threw Rhonda under the bus. Rhonda, no, according to Zoe, Rhonda said that Rhonda was aware about the pictures and videos.
They've been plotting so much that even she's confused. Said JD has destroyed himself. I always tell my children, never commit evil. You're so right, Ron M. He I just wonder what is going through that man's mind right now. Now that this man can actually see how he's getting vengeance, where it has led him, I wonder how JD feels right now with everything that is coming out. To think that he trusted each and every one of them for 2 years plus, not knowing that they were not only working for him, but they were working for themselves also, collecting evidence and keeping it for tomorrow, for rainy days. And tell me, what does he have on these women? If you ask me, nothing. But what do they have on him? Enough to send him to jail.
Don't forget about the pictures and videos, and she, Zoe, sent them to to Rhonda, and Rhonda came out and even went to.
Absolutely wrong. Kim was one of those that were in charge of the CPS case also. So even though she's granting interview now, she's the one interviewing Zoe's child. Me, I'm not looking at her with that eye of as a a normal uh interviewer. No, she knows what she's doing. She's trying to save her. This right now is everybody's trying to save their head, so they will throw anybody under the bus. So I'm not even surprised that she went and found this, magically found Zoe's son somehow to come and tell the story. Where was he 2 years ago when all of them they were plotting together, when everything was good? They did not find him to come and testify. All of a sudden, now that they know that after the court finishes with Zoe, each and every one of them that were in that group consumed that content, shared that content, analyzed that content. Who knows the conversation that was going on when they were distributing those content? They know that by the time they would now get into their phones and snoop around to find the kind of stuffs they have, and depending on what Zoe will go and testify, they will be in trouble.
Speak out. I said, no, 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 Zoe, you lied. You only send me pictures. I didn't have any access to the videos of baby Athena. And Zoe didn't stop bullying and harassing, threatening Rhonda. So Rhonda.
You can imagine, man. I say it. Hi, Madam MIA and Loli will be on ex offenders register in the UK if found guilty. Hi, hey, hey, it will impact Loli's case as she will be referred to. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. All in the name of supporting someone that was not telling the truth, and they knew it. It's not as if they didn't know that his story was not true. I don't feel sorry for any one of them.
Had to go to court to obtain a restraining order against Zoe, and she was granted. Another lady came to came to the public, went to Kim Baker's page to confirm that she too, her name is Miss P. She too, she had to go to court to get a restraining order against Zoe, and she too, she was granted. Now, let me explain something to you about 50-50. JD is responsible for any actions or inactions that affected or impacted on the children when the children are under his care. Similarly, KO is responsible for any actions or inactions that happen under a care. That is 50-50. Now, KO has filed a criminal act.
Let's pause here now. See how this woman is explaining this thing now. So this woman knew about all of these things, but did not bother to help the so-called person that, in her words, if you all remember the other video we analyzed, I think last week, where she was saying, oh, she came in to help him. She saw that Kora was actually sending her people to go and bash this man, drag him online, and she wanted to come and fight for this innocent white man. You saw him as an innocent white man or innocent Muzungu man, and you went to fight for him. But you did not advise him not to do any of these things that you're now explaining to us. What are we going to do with it? The so-called person you're fighting for. is already in deep soup by what you are explaining with your own mouth, but you claim you went to study abroad in the 70s. This woman is terrible. All of them put together, they are terrible. So he
Requesting
deserves
the
it.
court to grant her and her children a restraining order against Zoe. The act, according to the court papers, says that all these child abuses, molestation of her children happened under JD's care when Zoe was at JD's house. This is the fact that she put to the court. And according to Zoe, Zoe was the one who threw JD under the bus by saying all these things on social media early this year. So they have Zoe's confession.
She doesn't want to repeat all those things. But you know what she meant when she said all those things. She was talking about when Zoe came out, and when people started, dragging Zoe, Zoe now said JD was the one that gave her the go ahead, and there are evidences out there, even on social media, that it was JD. After they contributed money for him, bought gifts, stocked his fridge, his refrigerator at home, bought him food, gifts for the kids, and everything. He gave them go ahead to take photos and whatnot. So who knows if that was not just a verbal conversation, but it seemed like from what we know now, even when you're having verbal conversation with Zoe, aka Crystal, she is recording you. So I believe that she also have that on record, where this man said it's okay, you can distribute, you can share the photos and videos of my children with those our people on WhatsApp.
They have the video of baby Athena naked in a potty being abused by this woman. They have the videos of baby Jay as well, crying and choking on her tears, being grilled by these strangers the father brought to the home. All these actions happen in the home of JD. So this is why JD has to partner and be the second petitioner against Zoe. JD needs to get his own solicitor because the case is under Criminal Act. So he needs a criminal or prosecutor who can help him gain.
Ron, if he likes, let him grow some balls now. It's even too late. This man should have done something long, long ago. I said it right from the beginning. I said, that lady L, I don't know what kind of husband that man married, that woman married, but seriously, maybe she's the one making the fat money, and from that nonsense, a whole lot of money is coming from this nonsense that she's doing. Remember the donation that they donated, how she made a lot of money, right? When they were all donating money for JD then. So I believe she kept a lot for herself too. That's why he was like, she's not being useful. So if they're gonna send the two of them back, it's their children that I will feel sorry for right now. But she and her husband, if they send both of them back home, congratulations to the both of them. They're both very mean, because at what point do you, because she makes, if you notice, Lady L does not have a studio somewhere else. Lady L films from home. So you cannot tell me that in 2 years that your husband does not hear even though he doesn't know exactly what you're saying, but the level of negativity that is coming up, somebody must have called his attention to it, but that man did nothing. So if they send both of them back home, welcome back to Nigeria.
All the evidences that Rhonda didn't have, that he may not even have. And according to information I gathered yesterday, they said
Madam
KO
Information Gatherer.
showed KO said in a video that she showed JD the video of baby Atana and baby June being molested. And JD didn't do nothing about it. It's not too late for JD to get a solicitor now. If
This one now that she said, that's not how the court documents said it though. It said that when Kora got the information, she said she shared the information with her ex, and the ex told her that he's not aware of it, but he's going to speak to the nanny. He always refers to Zoe as nanny, even though all the people from his cohort, including the lowly lady said that woman is not his nanny. Okay, that she's just a stranger he met on the internet. But he said to Kora that he was going to look into it, then get back to Kora. That if the police needs to be called and whatnot, he's going to do it. But never got back to her. Okay. But now we understand why he never got back to her, because Zoe has got enough of things to use to blackmail him. So he won't dare call Kora and tell Kora that you were right. Because if he would confirm to Kora that Kora was right, Kora was going to, make a move. And that move Kora is going to make is going to affect him the way we see it happening now.
He didn't get a solicitor now. He's going to be held responsible for what happens in his home. And don't forget, this woman has 50 pages criminal record, and our own son has come out to give you guys more information about his own mom. He has a restraining order against his own mother. He told you guys how he was nearly captured by his own mother. And you can see the evidence the mother posted, how she attempted to bribe him to silence. You can hear from the son saying that this woman, Zoe, apart from all the long criminal records of harassment, going over decades, 50 pages, guys, this woman had the tendencies, I've done it in the past again and again, recording people for blackmailing purposes. This same Zoe, two of you calling yourself JD supporters have obtained a restraining order, two restraining orders against this woman, this one woman. And this is the woman you guys say, oh, JD can trust. And the other one in Minnesota that put him in trouble with the CPS, yapping her mouth away. Oh, JD can trust them.
Hmm. The other one in Minnesota, is that not Lady F? Because so far it's only Lady F I know that stays in Minnesota. This man has got not even one person among all the thousands of people. How many they are? I don't know if they are 20, if they are 50 in those their WhatsApp group. The inner caucus people. Not even one of them is sincere. Not even one of them is an upright citizen of whatever country they are from or they're based in. All of them are very mean. But because this man is full of hate and vengeance and vindictiveness, like I want to do this, he will go to the extra mile. I stay in Minnesota, but at least you're not JD's supporter. It's Lady F I know stays in Minnesota that is running her mouth. So this lady is even calling her out too. At least when they will come and arrest that one in Minnesota, you will see it in the news. Sees you too, you're in Minnesota or Yo-Yo's world. You will be the one to break that news to us. Lady F, JD's supporter, has been arrested in Minnesota. It will be in the local news in Minnesota when she will be picked up. It will really be nice. She was running her mouth, all of them, CPS case. Now is the time now. Call CPS. Ah, you see, when you're just chasing someone that is not chasing you, this is where you will end up. We're all here. We will see how this will play out. No wonder he kept screaming, return back the money to all the people that gave you GoFundMe, because he knew that he was going to be going down. And Zoe didn't even care because Zoe already has 1 billion record.
Who came out to the public and let you guys know that she was at JD's house twice that started all this? Is it not Zoe? Yes, some of you are donating to Zoe, a child molester. Oh, you don't want to talk about it. Let's keep quiet. But hello, KO is not keeping quiet about it. And that is why JD had to take action now. Now, and get his own
Yeah,
solicitor.
this one is
JD,
trying
don't
to
listen
save
to all
herself.
these JDs on social media. They were not part of your CPS case last year. They didn't contribute nada apart from sending you overwhelming links and bashing Kora. You know in your heart you need a solicitor. Go and get it now so that the solicitor can exchange all the evidences submitted to the court to you. That solicitor will be able to help you develop a very strong defense
It will
against
not help him.
any action by the CPS.
It will not help him.
Don't wait. Don't listen to these people.
Hmm.
Get up now because I know your.
If you listen to what this woman is saying now, a lot of people say, "Oh, I think she really loves JD." No, she's trying to save herself because she and Kim were the two that were involved. But let me not be saying she. Let me say her name. This Madam MIA and Kim, both of them were in charge of the CPS case. You know, they had the people that were calling CPS, then they had the people that were building the case file that he would take to court. She was in charge, so she knows. And the comments that he made about CPS after they went with those bogus story, after she built nonsense, pretending that she's a lawyer, built nonsense case file for him that didn't work, and then they went to court and they were embarrassed, and then they came back. That's why he tossed her away and told her, don't ever contact me. You're a fake lawyer. You're a scammer." Then she started swearing and placing curses. Removed the white hair, the gray hair on her hair, and used it to place a curse on him and send it with the wind, telling us how she's a member of Oboni confraternity. It's her family thing. He should not dare her. She's not KO. She's going to deal with him. And now she's telling him to go and create GoFundMe. Didn't he say he was going to walk into court by himself majestically and win the case just as he's always done? Did you all remember that bloggers on Facebook, they've gone to dig up where he was making false accusation against CPS, and people have got to, to refresh the minds of. I just like the way people are doing it on Facebook. They just go dig up all the debts from maybe 2 years ago, 1 year ago, to make it easier for the lawyers to find these things. They don't have to dig too far. People are, you know, resurrecting the old things he has said and everything and putting it up out there. So the CPS allegations that he made is actually out there too. Then plus the one that he said about FBI. There is so much, okay? There is so much on this man. And Zoe, from what we know, somebody that can
Witnesses,
even
you don't like
blackmail
to
her own
act
boyfriend.
until people paint you black and blue. And I thank God that you confirm my fears when you say you know you are not supposed to talk against KO in public. And you risk jail. You said it, JD. So you knew I was right. That's why don't trust these people egging you not to do nothing. Egging you, you don't need a solicitor. You need a solicitor now. You've done enough damage already by speaking against KO in public. You've
It's
done it.
really
You know,
sad.
you've acknowledged it in your recent videos. Because when I was telling these people that you're not supposed to do that, they came after me. But you and I, we have your paperwork. And you know it's there. You're not supposed to talk in public against her. And she's not, supposed to talk against you in public. If she's breaching court order, why would you also
She always
also want to
welcome Wendy.
breach court order? It doesn't make sense. You know if you risk jail. So why did you do it? The damage is done. But it's not too late. Get up now. Go and get your solicitor. Let your solicitor help you to prepare. These people on social media, you and I know, they only send us links. Majority of it, we didn't even use it to win your case last year. Get up now. Stop talking to all this.
She's even still lying. We didn't use it to win your case. What case did he win? He won a case and he didn't get full custody of the children. What did he win? This woman is such a liar. That's why I'm telling you all that this woman saying this, she's not trying to save his head. This woman is trying to save her own head because she knows that when JD, seeing JD, the way JD treated his ex-wife or the way he's still treating his ex, you know that if he gets to a point where JD will have to go to court and he knows that he's facing jail time, JD will spill everything on these women and make sure that even if it's community service, each and every one of them will get. JD will not take the fall alone. He's not that type of person. He's not that type of person that you do something with and the one person will be able to say, I will chest this. JD will not chest nothing for anybody. He's out there to use them. And now that it has turned out this way, it has backfired. JD will never chest anything for any one of them. That's why you see this Madam MIA screaming, go create GoFundMe, go get a solicitor. If you like, get all the best Hollywood solicitors and put all of them together. The evidence is too much. It is too much. And Zoe will be singing like a bird. And with all this confession that we see Zoe's son making, the lawyers are building their cases. So it is going down. JD, okay, now, no wonder JD has said, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, that if worse come to worse, he's going to get maybe a slap in the wrist, or he's going to get community service. He's going to do a short time in jail or community service. That he's going to damn the consul. Like he didn't care anymore. Those were his words. Live stream still available on his this thing. If you're just coming in, you're welcome. Give the live stream a thumbs up and subscribe so we dissect and analyze together. After I finish reading this, I will drop the link also. So let me see. I says, okay, let me see. Oyoyo said, Rod so true. If they testify against JD, the court might help them. By reducing like their the charges against them. But hey, goodness me, oh, that's going to be a whole long case. Because even the ones in the UK, the ones that are based in Nigeria, the ones in Caribbean and every other place in the planet, everybody will have to come and testify. Hey, this is serious. Hmm. Okay. As I say, what she means is let your solicitor help me get up now. She wants to do everything she can. Exactly. I say she wasn't talking about let the solicitor help JD. She wants to save herself. Exactly. But she just doesn't want to come out straight and say that she's scared. So she's trying to ginger him to go create GoFundMe. But I feel like you know why JD is kind of just relaxed. He feels like, okay, y'all came in with the guise of you're going to help me, and now y'all have actually put me in even bigger problem than what I was in before. So right now, if I'm going to go down, we are all going to majestically go down together. Okay, we started this party together. We're going to party till the end. So I don't even think he might get a solicitor, but I don't think JD will put in all the best to make sure that he wants to, because he knows that the evidences are mounting against him, and he is ready that we are all going to fall together. I'm not going to chest nothing for nobody because I don't know y'all from nowhere. You all came in and gave yourself in a platter, and this is what I got. Hmm. JD doesn't care at all. So there's no community service on kids. Oh ho, oh ho, oh ho. This is a lawyer talking here. Oyoyo's World says there is no community service on kids' naked videos or pictures. Aha. Oh, so no community service. So he's going to be wearing the orange jumpsuit. Hi. How can somebody use their own hands to cause this amount of problem for themselves? So that means he's still living in fool's paradise, thinking, because those were his words. He thinks he's going to get community service and finish doing his community service and maybe get some fine, pays them off, and that's it. Aha. I guess when he gets to court, he will know what the penalty is. Then his words will change. Wahaha. I say it said Kim should enter into a plea deal and spill the beans. Um, well, really, if you ask me, I don't want this in the court to give any one of them any plea deal. Seriously, because they are all as guilty as he is. So whatever charges he's going to face, I hope they all get the same penalty. Seriously, because if she enters plea now, she'll now be coming out with something very light compared to what him and the rest of them will get. Seriously, that woman did so much. She that was in charge of the CPS case. Seriously, Kim and this Madam MIA, Lady L, Lady F, all of them, they need the same penalty like him. Seriously, because what they did was really, really terrible. What they did was really, really terrible.
Women on WhatsApp, shut it down now. They're recording you. They are sharing your private information, your discussion. Hey, oh, good afternoon, guys.
Hmm. Hmm. But do you know the person that might get lighter sentencing? It could be Crystal. Crystal has a history of mental illness. American court is good with using that on Oyibo people. Ah, but she has a lengthy criminal record also. So, but yeah, you have a point there with that one. So maybe she might not even. They might put her in a mental this in home, mental people's home, and that's where she's going to serve her. Hi, now what? This thing is just paining me because I don't want any of them to just get a light sentence or anything. Ha. Ronel said he claimed he made 10,000 tax-free dollars in China every month. Hmm. If that was the case, why did he have sleeping in his office on his friend's couch? Don't. There's nothing that man says that is the truth. And that's another thing that pisses me off about these women that supports him because they can tell. When you listen to him very well, one, two, three, four, five times, you can tell that this man's story is not adding up. But they kept plotting with him, and now that they've gotten to this point, all of them are looking for a way to escape. It's not going to be that easy, seriously. So it's the yeah. Hmm. Says the first come first heard. Whoever spilled first gets the lightest send. Could that be the reason why uh Kim is already granting interview? Because I just feel like all of a sudden, since that Kora did not file anything, Kim did not find, or although she was saying that she was not the one that approached Zoe's son, but that it was Zoe. But somehow Zoe's son did not find Kim all this while. Now that they know that all of them they're going to be facing something because they all consumed, distributed, you know, that this thing, content about these underage children, minors. All of a sudden now they have interview where this boy is telling us so much. Seriously. Hmm. So Igbo word, yes, they will just place Crystal in another mental hospital. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mm, well, they have mental hospital in some prisons. Oh, okay, that would be better. The one in the prison. I don't want the one that they will just it's just mental people's. But I hope she goes to that one at least because the son confirmed when she was saying the other time when they said she had criminal records. She said it's just misdemeanor. What a big deal! Y'all act like you've never had a misdemeanor. I was like, "Oh, really? Everybody in this world have misdemeanor, and some people have not broken any law. They don't even have parking tickets. You're talking only for her son now to come out and finish the whole thing.
It's not a good or happy moment.
This woman will not just stop talking. Let me pull up something and let's read that. I'll drop the link. Your name is making me laugh. That's why. That's why. That's why they say, does it make sense? I am thinking. You're welcome. Does it make sense? I am thinking. Your name is really funny. Your channel name is funny. And does it make sense that it's Kim Baker that exposed all of this? She came out and apologized to Kora, but that's not enough. That woman did a lot. I understand. I understand your point. She did expose a lot, but if we're going to look at it that way, also, the Lady L too in the UK, that one too has been spilling a little bit, even though she's still dragging Cora. You know, she once in a while she will shade these women. She will say something about JD. So all of them, they've been not all of them. Those ones that he has issues with, they've been spilling. They've been saying things about him, but maybe not as much as Kim have actually exposed. And I think because Kim was one of the top people there in terms of if we're ranking them in that their cult, she was up there. I think that's the reason why she wants to come out quickly and spill. So somehow people will start, feeling sorry for her. But I don't. Because I think that's what she wants to do. Grant all this interview, and at the point now, people will now start seeing her as an interviewer, as a blogger, and forgetting that she's someone from the coven. She's a member of their gang. You understand? So she knows the woman knows what she's doing. Absolutely, like she knows what she's doing. Seriously, I don't know. I think probably they reported her page. I wonder what anybody that knows what her page is, drop the name because I kept searching on Facebook. I cannot find Kim Baker's Facebook where she's posting stuff because I believe she might still be posting, but as they are good in reporting, maybe they would have reported her pages and they would have taken them down. But I think all those things they are doing is waste of time because even if her content is online for 5 minutes, there are people that will go and screen record, screenshot, and repost and reshare it. So even if they are reporting her page and her pages are being taken down, these informations, the lawyers will still find them when they are ready for those informations, you know and as far as she's still alive, she will still be able to repeat every single thing that she has said or posted in court if she has to, you know. So I don't even know why. If anybody knows her Facebook handle, I don't know if she's on YouTube or which other app. I think most of these things are on Facebook because Cora and JD are Facebook people. So that's where they go and spill the main thing. Okay, so Ron M said, there's a site that will tell you a person's entire history, even their relative. Oh wow, wow. uh, Lady Moneyro, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Trust me, she's not going to a mental institution, not in America. She's going to jail. But don't be too sure, Lady Money Row. Don't be too sure because we've seen so many, even people that were involved in like murder case, they will come and plead that insanity, pretending they were insane, they didn't know what was happening. And for those ones that probably some years back they've had an episode or something close to, even if it wasn't really insanity, but they would just start playing and pretending and acting it on this thing when they're in court. And somehow some of them used to not really get like the death penalty or go straight to jail. They will now call all these psychologists, psychiatrists, and everything to come and analyze them. And they will not start at some point. Some of them will not even be arguing because this one will come with a different result, the other one will come with a different finding. So sometimes it does work for them when someone has this mental history. They are able to do certain things and they pretend that as at the time when they were doing that thing, they didn't know what they were doing. So Don't be shocked if Crystal gets to court and pretends that all these 2 years that she was screaming mystery room, Kora bought a home, one room for June, one room for Athena, one room for Kora. What is the fourth room? It's the mystery room. She would pretend that when she was screaming mystery room and doing all of those things that she was insane, that her brain her brain was not functioning. So that's why. Hmm. JD is in hot soup. Seriously. So, okay, let's read this. Someone posted on Facebook. The person said, during a recent interview, Robert, Zoe's son, gave his side of the story of his life and provided insightful information about Zoe. He stated, Zoe has been in prison. Remember, JD said Zoe has never been to prison before. Okay? She's not someone that has ever committed any crime to the best of his knowledge. He has done his research, he has spoken with FBI, that she has never been to jail, she's never been to prison, she doesn't have any criminal record. But now we're hearing that her son clearly stated on that interview that the mom has gone to jail. Hmm. Ron, immediately I saw apology not accepted. That's the part of the comment I went to read. Read too much. They were going to get plane tickets to the US. Exactly. Exactly. They were all saying it online. We're coming to support you. And Zoe is just sitting put in his mind. I'm not in her mind. I'm not going down alone. If I'm going down, I am going to take this man with me. So she wasn't even bothered if they were coming or if they were not coming. She knows that if she's going down, everybody in the WhatsApp group is also going down, you know. And to think that they all donated money for that cause, you know. And after buying food and gift for him, that's the next thing that they were seeing. It is going down. Okay. Hmm. Ron M said, I live in the US and used to work at the police department. A good lawyer can have her placed in a mental hospital because of her history. You're right. You're right. That really with some of these lawyers, the kind of things that they do sometimes, some of them are extremely good at that. They know how to twist anything, you know, anything they can twist. They even get people that will commit murder. They will even get some people to even, you know, plead and get lesser listen sentence and everything compared to what they were supposed to get. So some lawyers really knows what they're doing. They know their game, and if you've got the money, you can pay them. They can twist and turn anything for you into something else. But I just hope that they get some type of punishment. You know, I want to see them stand in court and plead guilty. I want to hear them say this thing, that one, A, B, C, D, I said was false. I want to hear them say these words, including JD himself, because this man has done a lot to his ex-wife, and she didn't deserve any of these things that he did. He's not the first person that relationship didn't work. He should have moved on. But instead, he went ahead on social media and started recruiting people, strangers from different continents, different countries to plot with. Got to the extent where she was attacked in the UK, and the first thing this man came out to say is he doesn't believe that anything of such happened. This man will not stop if Kora does not do something. So I love where this thing is going. I love the fact that Kim is now interviewing anybody that is willing to speak, and the informations that she's got, she's spilling them. And the more she's spilling, she will spill something about maybe MIA, Lady L, or one of these ones. They will come out to try to defend themselves, and they will end up exposing themselves even more. This is fantastic. And I love the fact that Crystal's son, Zoe's son, is speaking out. And I really feel sorry for him to have such a horrible mother. Some of the things he said is it's just something else. I want to see how JD will come out and convince the judge that he did his research, but he didn't find anything. But all these other people were able to somehow magically do their background and listen check on Zoe and find out that the woman had criminal record. There is no way he will not be able to defend himself. He will not be able to get out of this particular one. He won't. She would try to claim that, but with all the evidence that her son is saying that she used to collect, so if they collect her computers and everything, that she was even blackmailing her own boyfriend with the same similar content, this, you know, CP, let's abbreviate that word, child graphic, So if that's something she has done before, and now she went to this home, filmed these children, so she will try to say that, but the evidence is against her is much. And this interview, I believe people will be drawing the attention of Kora and Nancy to it, so they can actually go download it, find it, download it. Seriously. And if anybody knows where that in full interview is, if you've seen it, please drop a comment for us. Let us find it, because I want us to listen, sit down and listen to the full interview together. I couldn't find it, so I didn't want to come play half of whatnot, because I want us to understand fully. So once I find the full interview, I will bring it here and we will sit down and analyze it. So what we're reading now is from the interview that someone posted, and Ben says Zoe has been in prison, jail, and an asylum multiple times. He said she even had her BF Bill committed into an asylum. This boyfriend of Crystal has really, I just wonder what kind of person stays with someone that treats them the way she treats him, and he stayed. Well, only heaven knows. Said he stated that at around 5 years old, this woman, oh boy, attempted to unalive him, but he was saved by his grandfather. So a woman that wanted to get rid of her own child at 5 years old, five, and think of the age that JD's child was when that video was filmed. So you can just see that there is a pattern with this woman. It seems like she just doesn't like little ones. It's almost like she's pained whenever she sees them. So you should find the interview on We Move Was. Which is that the name of a Wendy? Is that the name of a page? We Move Was. Are you kidding me? Wendy, let us know. Is that the name of a page? What wouldn't I see today? The names of pages and people's names on the streets of social media sometimes is very funny. Which one is We Move Was what? Seriously, she said yes. Yo, really? I'm gonna check it out. Wait, let me finish reading this stuff. Let's switch. Okay, so she wanted to unalive her child, her own. Zoe wanted to unalive her own child at the age of 5. If not for this man that is talking now, if not for his grandfather, he wouldn't be here today talking. That's the kind of person that JD brought close to his children, all because he wants to punish his ex-wife. Hmm. He said he was given meds for a condition. Oh boy. He said he was given meds for a condition he didn't have and was even given too much of it and had to go to hospital. Wow. This now reminds me of there's this girl's case that is what's her name that served time in jail that she asked her boyfriend to unalive her gypsy something something, I think. That reminds me of that case. Oh boy. So this woman was just giving her child medication for illness that he didn't even have. Hey, okay, let's read the next one. So it said he suffered verbal, physical, and mental abuse from this woman. Hey, he said he was raised by his aunt primarily. He said she cannot come around his daughter. Wow. So she can't even see her own grandchild or grandchildren if he has several. He said she couldn't even come around her own father. Wow. Okay. Oh. He said she harassed him, his wife, his daughter, mother, every this woman, is there anybody or anything she likes in this planet? Seriously. Hmm. Okay, so here the person said he said she stole his identity twice. That's really mother of the year. I see your comments coming up. I see your comments coming up. I'm going to pin all the comments. Wow. This woman stole her own child's identity twice. He said she abandoned him. That's obvious. That's obvious. Wow. He said she has a laptop of indecent pictures of minors and threatens to tell the police that they are her boyfriends if he leaves her. No wonder the man stayed. Hi, it is well, oh, it is well. Her own boyfriend, and she threatens him with this type of thing. Only she will download this thing, and only she will go and tell the what she's threatening to tell the police that it belongs to him. Knowing fully well that it's going. Oh man, Crystal. JD claims he didn't know anything. Hmm. Okay. He said she has numerous social media pages, some even in men's name. Wow. 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 Ha goodness. Let me close this Madam MIA aka River Awoyaya. That is what I call her. River Awoyaya. Okay, so let me check this let's see if we can find some. Let's see. We move was. Mm, wow. Wow. Digital creator. I see remove was. Is that it? Let's check this first one. Mm, mm. Let me see. Okay, so I see one here. It's Kimi Kim Kim. And I saw that comment here. Someone dropped a yes. Wendy said, oh, Kimi Kim Kim. You're right. I see the Kimi Kim. True, yes. So let's follow this Kimi Kim Kim. Mm-hmm.
For the night. That was my puppet show.
Oh.
Put him back up on a shelf where he could be blessed. Okay.
So let me see. This is 1 hour ago.
Just saying. That's putting it out there. By the way, I do not endorse these.
Wait. Let's see. The other one is 2 hours ago.
And what they said to her was, well, it doesn't really concern us. Whatever she does when she's not at work doesn't concern us.
Let me see. Gospel life. I'm done with her lines. Come on, this. Let me see. I'm trying to find that stuff. 11 hours ago. Oh, she goes live a lot, huh?
Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning.
And she doesn't title her listen.
She's something. We'll give him a second for people to hop back in here. I'm probably going to lose this page. This is my third one. Hey, guys, it's Kim. Hey, I have a special guest right now that's on my telephone that wants to tell the world his side of the story. So this is Robert. Robert, go ahead.
Okay, so this is about 19 minutes long, so we will listen to it. Thank you, Wendy, and thank you to everyone that suggested this page to us. Thank you so much. We found one of this. Let's listen to this.
Where do I even start? Start wherever you want to start.
Let me know if y'all can hear.
Well, should we start about the time where she tried to drive herself to the Greenland Mountain in my past Saturn? Okay. And my pap grabbed me by the hair and ripped me out the passenger side window, and then she went to the insane asylum for a little bit. Wow. How old were you? Oh, I was probably 5, 6, somewhere in that ballpark range. Jesus Christ. I mean, just shoot from the hip, rough idea. But I remember it. She blocked him off her rocker again, and that was it. We were going to die that day, apparently. And that time ripped me out the passenger side window, got in my hair. And that's something you didn't forget. The little Mexico campground and hauled her into the sane asylum. She was in there for a while on a psychotic break. Jesus. How many years would you say from being born 18 years old that you actually lived with your mother?
Okay. So the Kimi Kim and the we move is the same person. Of course, I know that was is what Kora says. Okay. So okay. It makes sense that she will use that since she's now in a confessional mood where she's confessing everything. And for those of you, if you're just coming in, what we're listening to is Kora's ex-husband has this WhatsApp group where they used to plot together on how to destroy Kora. But now some of the people that left are now confessing, and this is part of it.
If I had to guess, I'd say maybe 7, 8. I was either with my grandparents or
Absolutely, Brooks. You're so correct. You're welcome, Brooks. I don't remember if I welcomed you when you came in.
Just tell me all the stories you've been telling me, because people need to know the truth about her. Guys, hit like and love because they're going to report this video. This is Zozo's son, and he's telling his truth right now because he's tired of this too. He also sent me a ton of text messages she sent him tonight that I'll be posting after this live. I mean, she stole my identity. Bought a guy down in Maryland, a lawnmower. She was living across from Walmart in an apartment in Lewistown, and ordered a lawnmower from fingerhut.com.
Absolutely.
And this is all public information.
That is a psychopath.
A court docket and a police report, which anybody in the world can see. She ordered a lawnmower online, set the account up in my name, so she did my social security number, had the address set for her address, but everything was in my name.
So this is the same woman, if you all remember, that came out and was screaming that Kora is a scammer, Kora is this, Kora is that. But she was using her own child's social security number without him knowing about it. Wow. Okay, we see JD's friends, JD's nanny. This is the person that watches his children.
I get a notification on my credit that there was a new account. Bill hasn't been paid. I'm getting collection phone calls about this finger hut bill. I've never had a finger hut
Okay,
account.
2 days
So
ago.
I call finger hut. They won't tell me anything about the account because I cannot verify the address on file. So they were about useless. I do
Ah, she
actually
posted
safely
text
Mifflintown Yard
messages.
Truck Barracks. It's actually based in Mifflintown. I
Wow.
was living in Mifflintown at the time, and I go in there, and Trooper Kaminsky was the handling officer. You know, told her what was going on.
Thank you so
There was an
much. Thank
account
you
set
so
up in
much,
my name. It was
Wendy.
in
Thank you,
collections,
everyone,
you know,
for
all that.
explaining to us
And I
and
told her, I said, I'm
directing
pretty
us to
sure
the
it's from
page.
Buffalo.
God bless
I
you.
said, she's the only one who would have access to my social security number. Another trooper overheard it, come in and asked who it was, who my mother was. I told him, he said, yep, very familiar. He said, I know her too well. And uh, Trooper Kaminsky, the handling officer, she said,
Thank you, Brooks. Thank you. One thing we will not let them do is to call us a name and try to paint us what we are not. That's one thing that JD has tried to do, and the likes of Miriam, Lolo, Frida, and I say their name right now because these are Nigerian women. They try to make us look like we Nigerians, we don't have sense and that we support nonsense. And as far as this set of idiots keeps displaying their stupidity, we will be here to debunk and let people know that these people are doing this for their selfish reasons, not because they believe in Mr. JD. And I hope they all go to jail.
being a finger hut and FedEx. She got from FedEx her signature of signing for the package. She subpoenaed Finger Hut and got all the information, all the off the account, which was Crystal's address, and got the IP address that she created the account off of, which was her cell phone. At which point she knew that she was busted. So when it went to court, she pled guilty. To this day, she still swears up and down that she didn't do it. But
You can
I mean,
imagine
in all reality, why would anybody plead guilty to an identity theft case when they didn't do
they're
it?
not guilty. Ah, she did it.
Tell them the story you told me about when she got in her car wreck and why she's on a pain pump now.
Oh, yeah. So,
Guys, he even sent me the pictures of the car wreck. Okay, listen to this.
so again,
Wow.
all public information, police report, nothing anybody can legally do. Anybody can look. This is all on a police report. So, her and her boyfriend got in a fight. She was screwing some dude down in Maryland at the time.
While she was married.
So even the son is confirming that these things he's saying are public record. But yet JD told everybody on social media that he has actually checked this woman and there is nothing on her, that she doesn't have a single criminal record, that he also double checked with FBI. I hope that people see the kind of person that this man is. And the next people that will come with nonsense comments on my comment section, I will start blocking people. Seriously, because enough of the stupidity. There is nothing this man says that is the truth. He has never, even if this man tells you good morning, check your time. All in the name of I want to make sure that I send my ex-wife back to Africa. This man brought in a woman like this to watch over his little children, helpless kids, helpless children.
Right?
Yep. They got in a fight, and she was going to go kill herself. Head on into a guardrail.
Can you imagine?
Says that she blacked out and all this. And woke up halfway through the intersection but never hit the brakes. And the cops obviously knew that something was up because if your story is you blacked out halfway through the intersection, you're going to hit the brakes. Never did.
Right.
Wow.
Shoved the guardrails back like 3.5 feet.
Hmm.
Yvonne says clearly she'll still turn around and say this isn't true. Well, she's
yeah,
been texting him. She's been texting him all night, you guys. I'm gonna post it after this because it's funny as hell.
Yep. And like I said, everything that I have to say is all public information. She tried to tell me that she was going to have me sue me, whatever, for giving.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? But this is the same woman that is screaming that Kora doesn't take care of her children, Kora doesn't do anything, but she is out here trying to sue her own child for doing the right thing. That's someone that has opinion about somebody else. This is the kind of people that JD surround himself with. That tells you the kind of person that JD himself is. If you can comfortably surround yourself, not only yourself but your helpless children, with this type of sick-minded people, then there's something wrong with you upstairs also.
The cops her address and telling them where she lived.
Here, just recently, right?
Yes.
Tell them what happened with that recently.
So I got a phone call one night, San State Police, wanting to know her address. And I said, well, here's the problem. I said, don't care enough to actually remember her address, but I said, I can tell you exactly where she lives. And I told him how to get to her house, the exact trailer park she lives in. I said, this is exactly how you get there. You make right into the trailer park, all the way to the end of the road, go to the left, last road on your left, and she's the second one. And they're like, okay, not a problem, thank you, that's all we need. And now she apparently wants to try and sue me for telling the state police where she lives, which is not illegal. No judge would handle that case. No cop was going to file charges against that because when the state cop asks you a question, you answer it.
And didn't they tell you that they'd been there and that the Jeep, because you told them if the Jeep was there in the truck that she's there, and didn't they tell? And
yeah, they had asked me about, and I'm like, the Jeep and the truck are there. She's there. I said 9 chances out of 10, she's just hiding inside and won't answer the door.
Wow.
You're the one who raised you. I won't say her name. Well, it doesn't matter. Carrie told me that there was another time the cops went over there and she hid in the closet and Bill covered for her. Is that true? Do you know anything?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I want to clear something up. Do you remember I was told, okay, about Bill's mother? Tell him about that in the credit card thing, because she's denied all that.
Well, Bill's exact words to me one day were...
Bill's words to you.
Bill's words to me. We were standing on the porch at
serious stalking.
The trailer where they live at.
Mm-hmm.
She was not there. Crystal was gone. It was just me, Bill, and my wife standing on the porch. And Bill told me flat out in his own words that Crystal took credit cards out and maxed them out in Bill's dead mother's name.
Wow.
And then the Center of Aging, that money that she's collecting.
Wow. Even the dead people are not safe. God, I'm not laughing because I think this is funny. It's not funny, but even the people that are dead are not safe in the hands of this woman. And JD felt comfortable to put this woman with his children. One Miss Gail, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bill told me flat out that, again, in his words, that, you know, she was having all this, like, he was her caregiver, apparently, and he knew nothing about it, and she was getting all these checks and he never saw a dime of it till he didn't know anything about it until he got a W-2 in the mail for it.
But she was forging his name, which person she used to talk to confirmed being on the phone with her when she was filling those out, and she admitted that she forges his names, you know, his name on it. But she's once again, that's another thing that she denied. What about the whole thing when she went to California? What do you know about that? Because Bill talked to you then too, right?
Correct. Yeah, Bill told me that she said that she was going somewhere else, somewhere down south.
That was to her friend's house to help her. That other person. I'm not going to mention her name.
Yep. Yeah, she was going to go down south and visit some friends, whatever. But she knew that, or Bill knew that she was going out to sleep with some dude, and
Look how the
they
son
ended up
said it.
getting in a fight. She'd come home, and as soon as she got home, she had to be admitted to the insane asylum for like 7 days.
Jesus.
And they got in a fight and all this, and he was crazy, and she had him committed for 7 days. And I know for a fact Bill was committed for 7 days because I tried to
Absolutely,
reach
one
out to
Miss
him because
Gail.
I liked Bill. I talked to him a couple of times, and I couldn't get a hold of him for days on end. And then finally one day he had called me and said that he had just got out of the hospital because she had him committed.
Why is it that Bill's staying with her? What was it? The reason you told me?
Oh, Bill told me the only reason he stays with her is because she has a laptop that's full of child pornography that if he ever leaves her, or she'll take it to the state cops and tell them that it's his. And again, that was Bill's own words.
Can you believe that, guys? What do you think about all these videos and
So if this woman already has child, I will not repeat that other word, you know what I mean, CP contents on her laptop, and she's using it for blackmail. Couldn't that have been one of the reasons why this woman decided to also film Kora's children? Because I don't want to refer to those children as JD's children, because if you can bring in a woman that has all of this record, all of this amount of skeleton, I'm not saying everybody have some type of skeleton in their cupboard, but this one with multiple skeletons in her cupboard, you're comfortable to bring her around your children, knowing fully well that she's not even good with children. Somebody that cannot handle their own, a child that she had in her stomach for 9 months, better that child and could not raise the child, and at 5 years old, allegedly wanted to buy the child, wanted to unalive that child, did so many things to that child. Even when the child is grown, she's still doing things to that child. How? How can you be comfortable to bring that kind of woman around you? Goodness. This is sad.
pictures that she took of these kids? I mean,
I think it's disgusting, but honestly not fucking surprised out of her.
Jesus, Jesus. And once again, did she ever spend time at the Cambridge Spring Women's Prison?
Oh yeah, I can tell you the exact layout of Cambridge Springs State Prison. You walk through the front doors, the visitation lockers are on your right hand side. The metal detector is straight in the front door. You go to the visitation lockers, empty out all your pockets, take your belts off, hats off, sunglasses off, whatever. Put all
Wow.
your belongings in the locker, lock the locker. At the time, it costed you a quarter. And then as soon as you leave the lockers, you go through the metal detector. As long as you don't set the metal detector off, you go through another door, which was a big open room where you can actually have physical contact visits with your inmate. But I remember going there with my grandma Pap multiple times to go see her.
Wow. She claims she was never in prison. She claims she never was. That's all a lie too, in her own words.
But yeah, she tells people all the time that she worked in the prison, when in reality, the only thing she ever probably did at the prison as a job wise, she probably made 2 cents an hour to serve that night too.
Do you want to tell the story about your father, Robert?
Multiple, seriously. Multiple. One Miss Gail. I think at this point she has a lot of things on JD. That's why you see he's not saying anything anymore. And with this interview that is coming out, I really want to see how those his supporters and his bloggers, I want to see what they will come out and say. Because if these type of things were being revealed about Kora, by now all JD's bloggers and everybody would have heard about this. But now his own bloggers are all quiet. They're not talking.
I don't care.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, that's personal and that's up to you. I don't want to force you to say anything. Just for the record, just for the record, you guys, he reached out to me, okay? I didn't go stalking her son. Just so you all know. Is that not right, Robert?
That's correct.
Okay, go ahead.
She had told me in a text message to go talk to my friend Kim.
I have the text messages. She told him to reach out to me, so that's what he did tonight, guys. So he's going to tell the story about his father now because do you remember the whole she worked at a truck stop and all that?
Wait, Zoe is asking her son to reach out to Kim. What is going on? Are you all following? Are you all getting it? If you don't get it, just drop a comment so we can expatiate. Seriously, are you all getting it? Okay, now. Now y'all understand why we're saying JD is in deep mess. A hot one. Not a cold mess, a hot mess. Hmm.
You know, she claims that she's been to college, that she ran a medical facility. Oh,
She never ran a medical facility.
and she never went to college.
No, she did go to college.
Yeah, it was an online college, though, right?
Yeah, it was an online college, and she never completed the whole thing. She did graduate with a lot lower degree than what she was supposed to because she didn't finish it.
And then she also said that she, well, I don't know. Carrie told me about how they had went to school together to become correctional officers, but that she failed the test.
Yeah.
Ron M. Um, it's possible that let me respond to this comment from Ron M. Ron M said Jenny has been receiving inappropriate pictures and videos from his clients. Do you think she did not find out all of the secrets? They say some supporters sent him pictures. Do you think Loli did? If I have to go by our Nigerian, we have different tribes and there are certain things that are done in certain tribe. The tribe that's this lady L, this lowly is from, there are certain things you cannot do. uh like people from Edo state, we have other states too, but people from that her side, and probably some part of delta too, if I'm not mistaken, some part of it, because the Bendel, let me use the word Bendel then, because both of these two states were together, Edo and Delta State. And I think this lowly Lady L is from that part. And there are certain things that they do. So if she would do something like that, she knows what is going to happen. So I don't think she would do it, but I don't know if probably because she's based abroad and she feels like maybe those traditional things were not done on her head and she doesn't believe, or it's not that she doesn't believe, but maybe I don't know if they got married abroad and those traditional things were not done, because if those traditional things are done, they always respect it and they fear daring to do anything like that, because she knows that if she would do something like that, her husband is going to die. So she won't. Even if she really wants to, she will not. Except she's prepared her mind for that. But these days things are happening. People are doing all manner of, so I don't know. But for that reason, I would want to believe that she did not send, or she did not indulge in that kind of thing, because she knows what's going to happen traditionally.
That I don't know. That would have been before my time.
Okay, go ahead and tell the story about your dad.
Well, yeah, so this is my personal story, and nobody can hold any of what I'm going to say against me legally because this is me personally, my personal story.
Does it make sense? I am thinking. It's not an obsession. It's a job that I believe she has been paid for and she's doing the job. Remember when earlier on, when we were talking about this, and I said they all have a duty, which some of them have already revealed. And even when this Madam MIA that talks a lot was doing one of her videos, she kind of revealed it. And if you came across that email that she had sent to Kim Baker, then when she and this Kim now that we're listening to that is interviewing Zoe's son, when Kim, she sent that message and she said, do not they told me I can trust you, do not share this information with anybody because it's going to jeopardize our CPS case. So they all have their duties, and the job of that lady L in the UK is the blogger that is going to help alongside JD to tarnish the image of Kora. They have she's not the only blogger, but I think she's the most popular among all of them. That's why 2 years back or a year ago, JD will be telling people to go follow her, subscribe to her, and all of that. So that is her job. So don't be surprised that she's still bashing Kora. She's doing the job that she's been paid for. So she has to do it to the end. And because all of them, they've done so much, their hands are no longer clean. Even if you don't want to do it anymore, you have to do it because they're going to spill your own secret. So I think that's why she continues. She tries to act like she's sitting on the fence. She and Madam MIA, but you will still see that they are still on his side, even though he's calling them scammers, he's insulting them, saying all manner of, they still, because it's almost like a cult where you've taken an oath, so you have to follow through to the end. So that's exactly what is going on. She will not stop. That woman will not stop.
Say whatever I want. It's the way the Constitution works. So I my mother worked at a truck stop, still built Tetra, which is now the
Really
All American.
serious.
And
What Miss Gill said, I think she
double
did.
duty. She worked in the restaurant. When she got down to the restaurant, she could work parking lot, sleeping with all
So she
kinds of
was a
truck
truck
drivers.
stop lizard.
And she got knocked up. I didn't know my father until I was 8 years old. Stopped seeing him when I was 10. So he paid child support for 18 years. He was messing around with her. He knew that it was a possibility. He didn't fight it. He paid the child support. I mean, it's good at doing that at least. And the 2 years that I was around him, we had fun. He quit seeing me because she was nuts. And was his. And so right after I turned 18, it wasn't when I turned 18, it was a little while after I reached out. I wanted to know if he was my real dad. DNA test no problem.
But seriously, how mean is this woman? If the man is not the father of your child, why collecting child support from the man? Oh, JD, your friend.
He's not. So
So she
I don't
collects.
know who my real dad is. She claimed for 18, 19, 20, whatever it was. I don't remember how old I was, but I do remember that she'd always claimed that, yep, he was my dad and everything else.
So she collect child
Right.
support for 18 years from a man that wasn't even your father. And then you said you confronted her on it. And what did she say to you?
That the DNA test was wrong. He is my real dad.
But
Well,
you
DNA tests don't lie.
and you took 2 DNA tests back to back, right?
Correct. When both of them come up negative, it's kind of impossible.
That's just
So every chance I get when I drive past the truck stop, I take a picture.
you're trying to figure out who your daddy is.
Yep.
Tell him what happened. She's bringing up
This
her
is really
father's
sad.
funeral. Didn't her father have a PFA on her?
Yes.
So him and his wife had a restraining order for her to stay away from them.
Ah,
And when he
But out of the kindness of his wife's heart and my one aunt, they did allow her to come to the funeral, but she caused a lot of issues at the funeral. And when she left the funeral, she spun the tires in the Jeep to leave, leaving like a bat out of hell to make a scene.
and didn't she
But
put
she
it?
tried to lead me around like I was a new toy that she wanted to show off.
But you didn't even allow your daughter and your baby's mama to go to the funeral because she was going to be there.
Correct.
Can you tell everybody why she's not allowed to see Kinsley?
Because I don't want my kids subjected to that kind of crazy.
Wow.
That's why I have it in a court document that she's not allowed to see her.
Has she?
So this woman is not allowed to see her own grandchildren. But JD came out and lied to all of us that this woman has no record. But hear what is coming out from her own son's mouth. JD, you don't buy market though. Okay now.
Ever met her?
No.
Never once in 7 years.
And
And I talked to Kinsley. I talked to Kinsley yesterday on the phone. She's an adorable little girl. She's thriving. I mean, she told me that she had a boyfriend, but he broke up with her because, or she broke up with him because he cheated on her. I laughed so hard. I said, "Well, that wasn't very nice. Did you ever kiss him?" And she goes, "No." I said, "Was he cute?" And she goes, "Not anymore because he cheated." And I said, "Well, there you go." She's adorable. That's the smartest thing you could do.
when my daughter's mother was pregnant, Crystal started a bunch of stuff saying that the kid wasn't mine. And I can tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, that kid is mine. She acts just like me.
What?
She looks just like me.
What, Miss Gail? You know what? One thing I notice about most of these women, if you really look at them, listen to them, for example, even this one, the Kim now that is doing the interview, she sounds so much like the Zoe too. If you they sound alike. And I keep saying this, a lot of them just look at this JD, he talks so soft, he will spray his hair and brush it to one side, and in their eyes, they're love struck like Tom and Jerry, the cartoon, like a lot of them just wanted something, just to be his friend, just to be close to him, just something was really dragging these women to him, and it wasn't money, because even if he had, he wouldn't have given them.
Yeah, I think she looks like you
You
too.
ask her where she gets her good looks from, she will flat out tell you she gets her good looks from her dad.
Robert, at the funeral when you guys went to dinner, and she didn't go. When you all were sitting there, you told a story about her feeding you massive pills when you were a child. Can you tell that story?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, very long.
Yeah, she had me on all these pills and all kinds of insulin because apparently I was diabetic and I've never been a diabetic.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so
I'm
that's
probably
where
going
that's
pages.
where that one ended.
Too many crickets.
Let's see.
They were reporting. Okay,
So I think she was live and they
all
were
right, they're
reporting
hopping
and
back on.
reporting.
All right, go ahead. Where were we at? What were we talking about? Oh, when you were a kid. Yeah, what you're the kid that pills.
Yeah. So again, my side of every story, I'm telling 100% truth, and I'm allowed to legally tell my own story. So, but anyway, so yeah, she would feed me all kinds of pills and insulin and everything else, trying to make me a diabetic. Well, I wasn't a diabetic, but
She gave you actual insulin?
oh yeah,
Where did she get it from?
I have no idea. But she would try to make me a diabetic and all kinds of shit. Well, it didn't work. So she would feed me all these
Wow.
psychological pills from a therapist that were in my name. She would take me to a therapist and tell him there was all this stuff wrong with me when in all reality there wasn't. And
Wow.
At one point I ended up in the emergency room overdosed.
Oh my God! How old were you?
Because of all these pills. If I had to guess, I'd say 10 or 11.
Oh my God!
I mean, you figure it's up 28, so it's been a couple of years. But yeah.
That could have messed your body up for life.
Oh yeah.
Like she cared. She didn't care.
I lay in the hospital bed overdosed, and they got me back to normal.
Why didn't they arrest her for that?
Tried to blame it on the doctor for the wrong message.
Oh my God. Wow. And you're not diabetic.
She she always has a plan.
I drink Mountain Dew, Pepsi, eat pancakes, all that.
I mean, the things that the stories that she's told is that she's never, it's all lies. All the background checks are lies. They're fake. You know, the fact that she was married to her second husband and going and cheating with another man, and then they got in a fight, so she went to to unalive herself and run her car into the guardrail, which is why she has a pain pump now. But she acts like she just got in a car wreck. You know what I mean? Um, so she's on disability. She's collecting from the Center of Aging. And then can you tell them about the trailer and all that stuff? About the lady?
Bill's words to me, his exact words to me were, she called the old woman out of signing the trailer off into her name, into Crystal's name.
Whoa.
So did she didn't sign it off into her and Bill's name, and then she went behind Bill's?
No, Bill told me it was just into Crystal's name, not it.
Okay, because the story I just wanted to clear that up. So she conned an old woman into signing the trailer over. And then that same woman, their cell phones are in her name because it's.
Yeah, that I don't.
Yeah, that's it shows up that those numbers are in the same name as who owned that trailer prior to her. So
Wow.
I mean, put two and two together there. That's just what do I want to say? Speculation, okay. But
wow.
What else can you come up with? You have so many stories to tell. You have so many stories to tell.
Well, she had texted last night about all kinds of stuff about how, she was a great mom and all this and all that. And I had said about she was going to try and sue me because I told state cops where she lived and all that, which that's not even possible. No judge will ever take that. And then, Bill don't like me. Bill don't want nothing to do with me. Da 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 da. But yet, Bill called me the other day. Call lasted 31 seconds, and I told him I'd call him back, and he said no. Don't do that. He's just about home, and she would like him talking to me.
So when she calls you and you block the number, she just gets internet generated phone numbers and continues to text and call you?
I have probably.
Wow. The woman never stops. She never stops plotting. Like she's always plotted one thing or the other. She always has a backup plan and everything just going.
Wow.
Wow. This is just
That's crazy.
unbelievable.
That's crazy. It just goes to show you, like, she claims she only has her Zoe page and her Zoe Mancoon page, but and her Zoe
Absolutely.
Playhouse page, but she claims Angela Miller's not her. That's her best friend. Yeah, and she's got
Wow.
numerous pages. Do you know about what's going on just from what Carrie telling you what's going on with Kora, right?
Yeah.
And Kora suing her. How do you feel about all that?
I think it's finally time that something happens.
Wow.
Does she are you aware of any warrants out for her arrest right now?
Yeah, out of North Carolina.
Whoa.
That was one thing when we were at my pap's funeral. I wanted to go over because the funeral was right across from the cop shop. I wanted to go across and down, but she had active warrants and watched the show go down, but nobody let me. They all said that wasn't the time or the place, and I made the comment, well, that's what I thought it was hilarious.
Wow.
I just love your sense of humor. You crack me up.
Wow.
You got to have a sense of humor, though, when you grow up with the circumstances you grew up with. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the
thing of it is, I can tell you now, I know exactly what will happen. with all of this. Really, I don't care. She'll see this, or some of her little friends will see it, show it to her, whatever. Some way, shape, or form, she's going to see it. She's going to try and call the cops that I'm harassing her and all this and all that.
Oh yeah, they're gonna call me too because she's called the cops on me numerous times. Back July 4th, back.
Right.
Because that's her MO.
So she goes and calls the cops for people, but then when she's harassing Kora, she thinks that that's okay to do that, but nobody else can speak about her.
But the thing is I know and you know how the cops out there feel about her because they've told me, and I'm sure they've told you.
Oh yeah. Well, and the thing of it is, anything that I do is my side of it.
Yeah, you're at exactly. You are entitled to your side of the story. Absolutely, we have freedom of speech in the United States.
Exactly. The U.S. Constitution protects me. I am not doing anything wrong, illegal, harassing, nothing. I'm just simply telling my side of my life story.
So this is someone that they all had issues when Kora came out and wrote a book telling her own side of the story about her marriage, even though the ex had spoken multiple times online before she wrote her book. But now that she's interviewing someone to save her own head too, oh, you have rights. We live in the United States. Now all of a sudden it's in United States. When Kora was writing the book, it was not in United States, it was in a United Planet. Seriously, these people, all of them are the same.
There's people that write books about this kind of thing and they're not arrested.
Right. And the reason you're doing it is because you're just
illegal to tell my life history.
Right. And you're doing it because you feel like justice needs to be served finally.
Correct.
Because she gets away with stuff over and over and over and over.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Guys, you got any questions?
Oh, yeah.
What? Go ahead.
There was many a times when I was a kid, she would fight with me and, I'd get the hell beat out of me and everything else. And, my aunt would come up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. She'd drive from Lewisburg to Lewistown, which is about an hour and 15 minutes. Come pick me up. I'd skip school the next day, stay at her house. She'd go to work. I'd go with my uncle roofing. And she'd be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning after just driving, 2.5 hours to come pick me up and get me out of bed.
Absolutely, one Miss Gail. These people are capable of anything, seriously.
Horrible.
I just hope
My
something
God.
comes out of that UK
I
case.
paid for my cell phone for a lot of years. My first phone she paid for it. That way, when I was being fought with, I could call her and get going.
Or if she got mad, she could disconnect you if she wanted to.
Right.
It's a control thing. Do you think that she gets off on controlling men in general? Because it seems to be the men that she attacks, the men in her life.
I don't know. I don't think it matters whether you're male, female. I don't think it really matters. It's a control and drama thing.
It's just always been drama to her. She just thrives off of it.
Yeah, some people get high off of doing drugs, and when they, stop doing drugs, they go through withdrawal.
Yeah.
That's her high is drama. And
yeah.
When there's no drama, she goes through withdrawal.
Wow.
That's a very good description of who that woman is.
Is there anything else you can think of?
She loves drama.
I know you probably get off here and be like, oh, I forgot that. Oh, I forgot that. Because that's just what we do. But
there's a million different things. Like, we could go on for days. There's just so much that
anything big that would just stand out.
More that I've forgotten over the years.
Well, you probably wanted to. What about the pain pump? Okay, do you know anything about that? Because she claims that she drives 4 hours and she does a GoFundMe every year for $10,000 to help her fund because she has to make these long trips. But I'm a nurse and I checked into it, and there are places right in State College that fill pain pumps. So why does she have to drive so far away?
I don't know. I don't really know the whole deal there. I'm just that's one of those situations I can't really elaborate on that because I don't know the full story there. But
Did she give you her? Did she give your wife her old cricket?
oh yeah, she gave
Absolutely.
Because are you aware that somebody else that was one of her followers, she claimed her cricket broke, so they bought her a brand new one?
No.
Yeah.
I know that
Can
she
you
tried to
imagine?
say all the time that my wife stole it, and that's not the case. She gave it to her.
No, because she even told another person.
Brand new packs of cricket pools and everything else. She literally gave it. She drove it to our old house at the time and dropped it off.
Yeah, she told another.
Something to somebody. Somebody can't steal from you when you deliver it.
And she told another person that was in her group that she gave it to your wife. That's how I know. So, so yeah. So for her, and I saw.
And this their group, one thing you notice is they can never keep quiet. When one person says something to the other, they tell it around and they all get to hear the information.
And the messages she sent you tonight that you guys steal from her or whatever.
Yeah. She also tried to say that I stole a bunch of money from her.
What money? What money that she scammed from someone else?
Well, probably. So I didn't talk to my mother for a lot of years. After the whole identity theft thing, we didn't talk. And that was probably 7, 8 years we didn't talk. Well, when me and my wife, you know, were talking one night, she asked me about my mother. I explained to her that, it's not a good situation. Well, my wife and I, one night, she decided we were going to go over to South Mountains Winery. Well, my wife didn't drink. I had a couple of wine flights, and I was about half toasted. We go to leave. My wife driving. I'm in the passenger seat. She goes, "Can we go see your mom?" I don't care. I'm drunk. It don't matter to me. I was along for the ride. And that's kind of how I short-lived started talking to my mom again. And I knew it was a bunch of shit. She's like, "Oh, I've changed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll give it a shot. I mean, I knew it was a lie, but, happy wife, happy life. So
right.
My wife's like, maybe she has. I'm like, all right, well, I'll let you figure this out. So, and the crazy shit kept coming out every time. It's always bullshit. Well, one day we go for lunch at J.P. Edwards. I want to say it was my, I'm 28, so it would have been my 27th birthday. We go to J.P. Edwards there close time. Crystal meets us there for lunch. Now, J.P. Edwards has security cameras. We were sitting outside at the patio because it was a nice day. My birthday's in September. Crystal started throwing 20s across the table at me and says, "Here, this is money for your birthday. This is money for your birthday." And, okay, fine, thanks, sure, whatever. I guess they're just trying to make up for the past 27 years, but whatever. So, she's throwing all this money at me. I told her she didn't have to, and she insisted I kept it. So, all right, whatever, I kept it. Later tries to say that I stole it. Well, it's on security camera at J.P. Edwards, and I end up getting surveillance footage because I'll be damned if somebody's going to accuse me of stealing.
Right.
So I still have that.
Wow.
And yeah, she tried to say I stole the money from her. Never stole it. Video clearly shows she's throwing it at me. So then my wife and I get married, and Crystal throws a fit because she wasn't invited. We had a very small wedding. I didn't want her invited because I knew it would be a whole bunch.
So even for her son's wedding, her son did not invite her. All of this information JD could not find out. If he's claiming that this person is his nanny, he could not find out little informations about his nanny. Wow.
Drama, and I wasn't happy because it just would have went bad. She would have ruined our wedding. I would have come unglued.
Right.
So she was butthurt about that. She wasn't invited. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'll send you money," and she's like, I'm going to give you guys $400 for your wedding." So she Venmos me $100 increments at a time. Venmos me money, and then always says, "Oh yeah, you're stealing from me, da 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 da," or you know, all you do is ask for money and all this and all that, because she said, "Oh yeah, I'll Venmo you this money." She Venmoed me $100, which would have left $300 left that she said she was going to give me. So I asked her about it. "Hey, you give me that money for our wedding?" You know, I didn't need it. I have a damn good job. I didn't need it.
Well, she collected child support your whole life, and you didn't even live with it, and you didn't live with her for a majority of it, so she owes you.
And yeah, I think in total she gave me $300 out of the four. But yeah, it's always, "Oh well, anytime you need money and da 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 da, I'd send it to you." No, you sent me what you told me you were going to give me, and you didn't even send it all to me. But either way, it don't matter. Like, I can Venmo her the $400 back right now, and it is what it is. And I'm not gonna. It's not like it's gonna break the bank for me.
Yeah. Wow. It's just unbelievable the stuff that you have been through with her. She said last year, it was funny, and I remember this because it was back when she had the cops call me around July 4th, okay? Claiming all this stuff about me, that I called her vet office and that they have me on recording and the cops were meeting her there and I was getting arrested. If you put a GoFundMe up, anybody can call that vet office and make a donation. And so that's not illegal. I don't even know where she comes. She has years dated. If you look at all of her Crystal Hessick pages, she puts on there, "I call the cops on this. This person's getting arrested." It's always cops, cops, cops. But she made a thing about, "I very much talked to my son, and I'm going to buy him some Levi's right now." And then she showed some phone records, okay? And I know for a fact, because Carrie told me the story, that she was calling you, calling you, calling you, calling you. And you finally called her back and you cussed her out. And she didn't. This is the story I allegedly was told this happened, okay? And that you were cussing her out and she didn't say a word. She just let you go on and on and on. And then she finally hung up on you. And then she goes and posts that she had a full blown conversation with you, right? Do you remember that? So that's what she does to show proof to people. She makes up stories and then she calls you and lets you bitch her out and just sits there and lets you go on and on and on so that she could prove that she had a 5-minute conversation or a 15-minute conversation with you.
It's either that or
Every time you listen to this JDs, in as much as we're all excited this interview happened, so we get to hear and see these other side of these people, but you can always notice that each of these women are trying to save their head. What is this that she's talking about, the son of Zoe cussing her out and whatnot? Like, what are you trying to prove? So when you get to court, you prove that Zoe is crazy, so whatever Zoe said about Kim is not true, and you probably didn't do it also. Mm-hmm. Okay.
she'll record the conversation and try and make you look like the bad guy, but doesn't tell you why the person reacted the way that they did.
Well, see, and that's what I'm thinking when it comes to this whole thing with the man in California. I call him Waterboy. I believe she was there and she took pictures of his dirty refrigerator and sent those. She was going live with the kids. She was, send money and stuff to me to help him out. And she was using the kids. That was her scamming for that time period. I don't know if he's still talking to her now or not, but she's claiming that she's got Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. You can send a money order, a check, and I'm collecting all this money for a lawyer for a defamation case, and then I'm going to split it with him. I don't even know that he's still talking to her. He'd be crazy if he was, right? But is she just using his name to scam more money, right?
He deserves it.
It's just her MO. But the thing is she was physically in his house not once, but twice last year for a week each time. Could
No wonder JD will keep referring to Kora as a scammer because he himself he's a scammer. He's surrounded by scammers. They have this their scamming scheme that is going on and everything. So no wonder the only thing they see when they look at every other person is scam, scam, scam because that's the only thing that is happening around them. Seriously.
you imagine the evidence she collected on him? Can you imagine the text messages between them? And now you're saying she recorded your phone call? What do you want to bet she recorded their phone calls? And that's probably why he has not addressed her and what she did. That's crazy. I mean, this is all alleged, but it sure makes sense to me. She's doing it to her own son. Who's to say she didn't do it to him?
Right.
You know? And she was not nice to those kids in those videos. It was horrible. Horrible.
Well, that's another thing. You know, when I turned 16, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy you a vehicle." So she goes out, buys me a vehicle. Within a few months, the vehicle got repossessed.
Because she didn't make the payment?
Yep.
Oh my God.
So I was working at the time. It was a $2,100 pickup. I uh I go to the bank and I paid the vehicle off, and it was in her name. Couldn't get it in my name because she had to sign off on it. Well, it was an old ragamuffin truck. At one point, it blew up. So she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll sign the title off for you as long as you go for lunch with me." I'm like, "All right."
Can you imagine?
So we go to the auto records. She signs the title over to me, and then
Listening to what this her son is saying, it's almost like this woman has never done any single good thing from the moment that she had this child in her womb until now that he said he's 28 years old or something like that. This woman never did any good thing for her own son.
I folded, didn't go for lunch because I wasn't hungry and didn't really want to go with the lunch with her. So she signs the title over and then tries to say, "Oh, I'm going to get them to cancel that." Da, 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 da. That's not how that works. Once you sign off and paperwork's process, nothing you can do about it. And the title came, it was in my name. She signed off on it, got the title in my name, and I sold the truck because it was blown up. There was nothing, it didn't do me any good. I already had a different vehicle. And that was another thing. Yeah, that was another fight. Oh, well, I bought you this pickup, and then you turn around and just get rid of it. Da, 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 da. I pretty much paid for 90% of that vehicle, and it was blown up. I ain't hanging on to old junk.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, Robert. Crystal's claiming, okay, your mother claims that she's related to Justin and that it was okay for her to take the pictures and videos because they're related. Is that true?
Highly, highly doubt it.
The story she comes up with, I'll tell you what, a true narcissist and a true pathological liar. You know? True. I mean, Jesus Lord, the stuff you've been through.
So it simply means that this Crystal is already looking for her defense in court. That she's related to JD. Who? These people must really think that the judges are silly, that they will believe such story. Ah,
For her to gonna drive you off a mountain when you're a child, which she's denied, to trying to
That was true because, like I said, I remember that. That was, like I said, that was at the Little Mexico campground down, I think, in New Berlin or it's out that way. Because the New Berlin mountain was right there. She was going to drive across. I remember when you drove through the gate there at Little Mexico campground, you pulled in the driveway and you made like a right hand view to go through the gate. And it opened, you put a little 4-digit code in, the gate would open. You come out of the gate, you bared left because it wide off. You bared left, you went to the end of that first row. My grandma's camper was on the very end. They had their motorhome there, and then they got rid of the motorhome and Pat bought my grandma fifth wheel. and it was parked in that same spot.
Oh
She
boy.
pulled in behind the campers and freaking just going bananas. She was going to drive us off in the Berlin Mountains, scooped me up, hopped in the car, and passenger side window was down. My pap grabbed me by the hair and ripped me out of that passenger side window of that car. And ambulance showed up, hauled her off to a psych ward.
Wow.
Can you
How
imagine?
many times has she been in a psych ward? Do you know?
Oh, I guess 3 or 4.
Too many. And then
Oh.
prison
That's
once,
just a guess.
and then prison just once, but she was in the jail numerous times, or the prison.
No, she was in prison, state prison. She was in Muncie Women's Prison, Camberton Springs State Prison,
Oh boy.
Wow.
and I feel like there was another one, but I'm not 100%.
Didn't you say she
sure.
was? I thought you said she was in Center County Prison too, or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's county jail.
Oh,
She was
okay.
in multiple county jails.
Wow.
Snyder County, Mifflin County, Northumberland County.
Do you know what happened with her first husband? Do you remember? Do you know what happened with her first husband?
County, yes.
Tell that story.
I mean, he was kind of a shitbag, but they got married to my grandpa's backyard. I remember it. I was there. They got married in my grandpa's backyard. We lived. My grandpa had 3 trailers. They had 3 acres. They had 3 trailers down the bottom. They had the level up top, and they would fight all the time. And she'd just go crazy on him, and he was trying to get away, screwing other people. Which, I mean, looking back, it ain't no wonder. But she would stalk him.
Yeah.
Left and right.
But what happened at the wedding?
BFAs against her.
What happened at the wedding? What happened at the wedding? Because I was told by Carrie that he left at the wedding.
Yeah, so he didn't even want to marry her. The only reason he married her was because it was already paid for. That was his words.
And then
he was only doing it because everything was already paid for and he was already there. And
Wow.
he up and left and went somewhere.
Carrie said that during the reception they got in a fight, and he said, "I'm going to wash my truck in Canada," and he left. I never looked back.
Yeah, he did. He left.
At the reception.
Yeah.
That's wild. Wild.
Yeah, and then they got divorced, and she continued to stalk him once he came back from Canada.
And that's
BFAs, trespass notices, and everything else, and she continued to stalk him.
Wow.
And she did the same thing to the second husband, who actually truly loved her.
Right. Yeah, because the first one, she dropped me off with a friend of hers, Rhonda. She just dropped me off, and she'd go stalking.
Wow.
There was times where
Wow.
Carrie, she's always been sis to me, but you know, I'd be they would be out back doing something at their house. They'd come inside, and I'd be sitting in a car seat in the living room. They had no idea how long I was there. She just dropped me off.
Wow.
Oh
There
boy.
was times that I even remember.
This woman really did not care about her child. Like, she's just not that person that cares about kids. Not at all.
You know, she dropped me off, and I'd be in their house all by myself. Had no idea where they were. A little while later, they come back, and there I was. It wasn't their fault. They had no idea I was coming.
And she'd be gone for days?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes weeks.
Wow.
If I wasn't with this, I was with my grandpa.
So she never ran a medical facility. She never went to college. She went to an online college that she didn't even graduate from. She fed you medication and well, I better not say because they might take the live down. But she fed you multiple drugs, saying that you had diabetes and everything else as a kid. She tried to drive off a mountain with you. She beat you in the middle of the night to where you would have to get the heck out of there. She abused all the men that she's ever.
Oh my goodness. The list just goes on and on and on. And this is the person that JD came out on his Facebook page to defend. Let us see what he is going to say now that this whole thing is flying everywhere. Let's see how he's going to defend himself, how he's going to clear himself out of this one.
Been with, cheated on all the men she's ever been with. And I mean, why do you think that Bill stays with her in all honesty, aside from that? I mean, he told you that she said because she has child porn on a laptop and she'll tell the police that it's him. But how do you feel about that? That she's even downloaded that on her computer. I mean, that's she took naked videos and photos of these girls in California and she's got that on her computer there. That's kind of weird because she's always talking about women and their vajayjays. She posts numerous pictures of Kora Obidi for 2 years, and it was always focused on her vajayjay. I mean, everything was sexualized, which is very strange to me for a woman.
That probably comes from the jail times.
See, amen, brother, amen. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know if she's angry because of
Hmm.
what happened to her when she was locked up, or she was liking that because that's all she talks about.
Hmm.
And that's just my.
Kim is really, really trying to get so much out of Zoe's son. Like she just says it in a way that he has to agree to what she's saying. Hmm.
Opinion. No way, shape, or form are we bullying at all. We're just speaking our truth right now, guys, and that is not illegal. It is not.
Yes, so yes. So Yo-Yo's world, we're still here. You know, I was really looking for this interview that Kim Baker did with Zoe, aka Crystal's child, and I was searching all over Facebook. I could not find Kim's Facebook. So when Wendy said it here in the chat, I'm like, I'm pulling this up. I am pulling this up. I'm like, what? We're going to listen to a little bit today, and whatever we don't finish, we will finish up tomorrow because almost 3 a.m. my time. And this second one we're listening to is about an hour long, so I don't think we'll be able to play it all because it's already 2 hours plus. So yes, we are still here, Yo-Yo's world.
I say something that derogatory. Well, I should derogatory. It's not directed towards anybody, but you know the old jailhouse saying, "Be a good jelly, sleep on your belly."
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, why do you think what what do you think of the whole thing with her going to California? Do you think that she really thought she was going to go out there and get some from that man? Because she claimed, okay, there's another woman that was doing like his back end. She's not a lawyer, but was helping him with all this legal stuff, okay? And she went to her, according allegedly from this woman, and said, "Can you tell him I will be his nanny?" Now, why would she say that when he's all the way in California and she's all the way in Pennsylvania? She's got her dog, her cats, her boyfriend. Why would she even offer that?
Honestly, I have no idea, but
You're
I do
welcome,
know that
Cynthia
Bill
Holder.
told me himself, with his own words, that she was going out there to get.
So this woman suggested to JD that she wants to be his nanny, and that didn't come off weird to him that he was not the one looking for a nanny, but this woman was just offering herself to be a nanny, even though they lived so far away from each other. Hmm. It is well.
Like,
So she had told him she was going to a friend's to help a friend somewhere else, which I know exactly who that friend was and where it was at. And never told him she was going to Los Angeles. But when she was,
Bill's the one that told me she was going to Los Angeles.
yeah, when she was gone, you said you hung out with him that week,
Yes,
right?
Right.
And he was telling you all this.
yes, we finally found the Kim's page. Wendy gave us the two names on how to find it on Facebook, and we pulled it up and we're listening to it now.
Wow. she must have some serious, like, she's put some serious threats on him. I felt that way always. The reason he stays with her is because she would say, if I go down for taking credit cards out in your dead mom's name or signing your name, forging those papers for
Exactly,
the
one
center of
Miss
aging
Gill.
or
Total
whatever
stranger.
else, then I'm going to say you knew about it. And if I go down, you're going down too. That's what I feel. That's just my opinion, which I'm entitled to. And I think she's doing the same thing to Waterboy out in California. I think she's got so much on him. If she's recording you on the phone, she's done recorded their conversations for sure.
Oh yeah.
And probably went through every single thing in his house when he was gone all day and she was watching the girls.
Right.
And he's probably petrified because if she ever put that stuff out there, that man's going down, down, down for sure.
She
I
flew
mean, it's
into
just
LA
crazy. But
just
you know,
for
at what
this.
cost? The cost that she
Ah, man.
went out there
The ladies,
and
she's
those
really
poor girls,
cuckoos.
I can't even imagine what they went through. Just what I've seen. Imagine what was off camera. That's just horrible.
Right.
It's horrible. I don't know. If you can think of any other stories, lay it out there.
Absolutely, Yoyo's
Lay
word.
it out
This
there. I
is
know you
deep.
got more.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just thinking of all the crazy wild things that have happened over the
How does she treat your wife right now?
Oh, they don't talk. My wife has her phone number blocked. She does get a random message from her. She just doesn't reply back.
How do you feel that she goes online and lies and tells everybody she's got a son named Trevor?
Yeah, that's a bunch of shit.
Who's Trevor?
Her neighbor.
What?
What do you tell me about
Seriously?
Trevor and his wife?
They don't seem like very upstanding citizens. I don't think either one of them work. Honestly, if I had to guess, just a matter of opinion, if I, like I said, matter of opinion, had to guess, I don't think either one of them work.
Look now, the process of him doing everything to hurt Kora. Look where he has actually dug himself into. Look at the deep hole he has actually fallen into. All in the name of hurting and haunting someone that is not haunting him, chasing someone that is not chasing him, looking for trouble where there is none. Look what he has gotten.
Think they just hang out at him all day and feed in her shit because that's what Crystal does. She gets everybody to feed into her bullshit. She's very manipulative about that, and that's what I think. I think that's what they do.
Exactly.
What would you say
Yoyo's
to
world,
any of the people that are
exactly.
still following on her page and believing what she tells them?
First off, so first thing I would tell all is beware because she's not the person that everybody thinks she is, and to keep a very close eye on all of their finances, their credit, everything. Just
Wow.
constantly be monitoring all of their stuff. Just constantly watch your back and be very, very careful. Tread lightly and don't believe 90% of the things that you're told. Because
Wow.
I'm here to tell you, I know what I lived and I'm telling my side of the story, and it's not the case. And I know, like I said, I'm probably going to get a phone call from the state police, state police.
I am too. I am too. I guarantee I will too.
Because I don't care. Because the thing of it is, like we said, we're all entitled to our own opinions.
We are entitled to our own
The
opinions.
Constitution protects us for freedom of speech. It is what it is. That yells everybody on the internet all the time and tries about, but she don't like when somebody does it to them.
Right.
To her.
Right.
So it is what it is.
I don't think they're
Yeah.
gonna do that, and I don't even
But the
think
police are
that
fully aware of
the
Oh yeah.
Cora even wants
I mean,
that. I
they
think
know
Cora
you.
wants
All you
both
have
of
to say
them to
is her
have.
first name, and they already know right away. Didn't you say you were? Oh, when she stole your identity and got that fingerhut card and bought that tractor, I didn't even know they.
As soon as the cops, the one cop at the station overheard me and that trooper Kaminsky talking, he convinced me, who's your mother? And I said, Crystal. And he goes, you have to tell me what last name. He said, yeah, Crystal Heskins. He goes, yep, I'm very familiar with her.
Wow.
Robert, I didn't even know you could buy a tractor on Finger Hut. What the hell?
I didn't either, but apparently you can.
Well, I wonder if that's where she got her Jeep.
That's possible.
I mean, do you know anything about you? You're saying you know that the car before the Jeep was in Bill's name, right?
Annette, you're
Never heard
welcome.
yet.
Thank you for joining us
The
today.
one that she had.
He told me it was.
He told you it was.
He himself told me it was in his name.
Who do you think's
Because
name
he
it's in?
explained to me one time, they bought it down at Hagerstown Ford, and he had said to me one time that it was soon going to get repoed because she wasn't making payments on it.
Right
But
now
she
it's
says
too
every
late.
day
He
of
has
her
done
life she's
so
living
much.
her best life.
He has done so much. Whoa, it's 3 a.m. my time. And this is a long live stream. We still have a long way to go with this second one we're listening to, and it's almost 3 hours also. So what I would do is I will have to cut this short and we will continue tomorrow because we still have a lot. If I have to play all of this, it's going to take me to probably 5 a.m. in the morning. And then when people are waking up, that's when I have to go and sleep. Mm.
Do you have any idea whose name the Jeep's in?
Not a clue.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
Not mine.
Yeah, well, that you know of. Better check on
I
that.
recently bought 2 vehicles. I know for a fact it ain't in mine.
Oh my God.
She won't. I don't think Kora will. Because the way she sounded the last time when people were suggesting that to her, she was like, I don't want my kids to have daddy's issue, so I want their father to be in their life. And I feel like she doesn't think that he will ever do anything to harm the kids. I think at this point she believes that yes, he can do stuff to her, but she doesn't think that he would dare to do anything to his children. So I don't think she will ask for full custody, even with this that is coming out now.
Anything else you can think of that is like dire needs to be said or told because like but you know what's going on. You know that Kora is going after her for what she's done to her for 2 years and for what she did to the children. And she's hired lawyers. She's taken your mother to court. They had court on the 30th for a PFA, but it was continued because the lawyer she hired originally Kora had filed, okay, on her own to go after her for a PFA, and then she didn't get the link, didn't show up for court. She refiled. It got scheduled to the 30th, and in between that time, she did hire a lawyer. So they must presented enough evidence that the judge allowed them to get a continuance till August 6th, so that your mother had time to get representation and whatever, you know. So you're aware of what's going on with all that, though, right?
Right.
And
the only thing I have to say about all of it is, and this comment is not directed towards anybody, it's just a general statement. I look at it this way. If you're dumb enough to do the crime, you're dumb enough to do the time, and you deserve what you're going to get.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way. You know that your mom has been attacking me for a year on mine, and you know all the things that she has said and done and everything else, and she's made me out that I'm the criminal, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, call the nursing board, get her license taken away for what? For what? Because I come on the internet and
Exactly,
tell the truth.
Cynthia. I don't think she will.
The other thing is,
she won't.
You know, she'll try and say, "Oh well," you know.
Okay, so sorry. Well, we will continue this. It's already past 3 a.m. my time, and we will continue we will continue this. Okay. Um, that being said, my battery is even low. So let me round up. I'm so sorry. Apologies. The different time zone over here in Europe, people are sleeping. In the US, y'all are still grooving. So now that I have found her page, because I've been searching for Kim Baker, and every time you type in Kim Baker, you will find every other Kim Baker, but most definitely not the main Kim Baker that you're really looking for. So thank you to everyone here that suggested and point out the name. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you to each and every one of you. Now we found her page. We will not only follow it, but we will have the notification turned on, because right now all of them are trying to save their head. So they will be talking like a singing bird. So we will be here to actually get their videos and listen to them together, because when you say certain things, people are like, yeah, y'all just don't want to see that this man has been suffering. Kora has been doing this, Kora has been doing that. We are still waiting. We're waiting for when someone will come out and say Kora created a group, Kora created this, and Kora sent me to do this, and my job in the group was to do this, my job in the group was to do that. We are waiting, but up until this moment, as I'm speaking to you, we have not seen anything of such. But JD's own stuff keeps popping up. They say with a drink, well, does it make sense? Say, where are you? I'm over here in Europe, Europe, Europe. Oh my goodness. So, where is JD? He's kind of quiet. He went quiet. Exactly, he did. So, if it's you, would you go quiet or you use what? After all this plenty tea that people are spilling, after he came out telling us she didn't have criminal record, and then she started. It's only misdemeanor. Everybody have got misdemeanor. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Now her own son is spilling. People that have tea on her, they've been spilling on Facebook and everything. Ah, it's PM in Trinidad, eh? Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, and Gail said 7 p.m. Really? You see? That's why I say the US, they are still flexing. It's 7 p.m. In Texas. Okay. Hmm. Well, I'm over here in Greece and it is 3 a.m. But yeah, you can still hear the noise because it's summertime. So the tourists, they are going about doing their thing, and the planes are coming in. So some people are just landing and getting to their hotels. So still a little bit busy outside. People screaming. People that have been in the bars drinking, they're screaming and just moving. Mm, yeah. King was the one that did the board thing. Oh, really? You see? The billboard, that's what I heard, but I don't know if it's really Kim that did it. But that's what I heard, that she's the one that did it. She's really doing everything to disassociate herself, but I think it's too late. She should go and serve her own time too. Next time when you see something happening online, don't insert yourself so deep into the whole thing, okay? Without knowing the truth. So all of them, I don't feel sorry for any one of them. Oh god. Hmm. Who? The woman that was talking now? The woman that was talking now is listen. Is it the woman that was interviewing Zoe's son? The woman that was interviewing Zoe's son is Kim, and Kim was one of the top supporters of JD, not Kora. She was totally against Kora, didn't like Kora. She was the one in charge of the CPS case. As Miriam Awolowo was building, she was sending the details to this Kim Baker, and they were all plotting together. That's why you remember when on the video where Mariam Awolowo was crying and was saying that uh JD would never do that to his fellow white women. She mentioned two white women. This is one of them. One is Kim Baker and the other one is the Zoe, aka Crystal. The two Caucasians, and then you have the other ones that are people of color, the likes of Lolo and the rest of them. Yeah, but this one is a top supporter of JD. She used to be before. I don't know what happened in the case of Kim. At least the other one, we know how the story went. But with Kim, I don't know what happened that she and JD actually, fell out and they were not. And this said, go and sleep. Yes, so I really need the sleep right now. I need it. But we'll be back tomorrow to continue this conversation. Say Jade went MIA exactly. He went MIA like Madam MIA. Oh god. So then initially she was JD supporter, but some of them break out. But they've already done so much already before they actually did that, you know. This Kim. So that's why I don't feel sorry for Kim. And people are like, yeah, forgive her. That's she and God to deal with. But for me, I feel like they all need some level of punishment. The reason why I'm saying this is because you just cannot see people having issues online and you decide to use yourself as a tool of destruction to destroy one person. You were not in that relationship with them when they were married, when things were going well, or whatever. You don't know the full story, and you cannot hear from one person. And you just go in full head, started plotting behind the scene to take away a woman's child or children from the woman. Nothing will ever make me to look at any one of these women, and the fact that they were women, it made it even worse. Because if you're a woman, you're a mother, you're a parent, you've been through that process, and you could do that to a young woman, nah, all of them are the same. And I will keep seeing them as the same. No matter what Kim does, I will never look at her or Lolo or Frida or Miriam Awolowo and the rest of them. Zoe, I will never look at them with the eye of this person has an atom of goodness in them. None or whatsoever. They are very mean and very wicked people. So them receiving their punishment will be the best thing, if you ask me, that has happened. Used to be JD supporter, yes. How come she's supporting Kora? Because she fell out with JD. Now she's fighting with JD and the other women. They've been dragging her too. You know that they're all fighting with each other. So you know why she's now strong supporter of Cora. She's trying to save her head. She knows that she has done so many things that is against the law in the country where she's based, she's from, or maybe based in. She knows that she can go to jail, so she's trying to save her head. That is not a good one. You understand? Mm, my voice is. Where's the police going now? Is somebody drunk again and fell into a hole or something? Oh, good. Let's see. Yes, Krista will spill a lot. She's not going down alone. None of them are going down alone. Yes, Kim was responsible for the billboard. Oh, so really Kim did that, eh? No wonder she didn't put Cora's name. She didn't put any of the music or anything. She just did a nonsense billboard, and that's it. She wanted to do it. She should have done it well. But I understand now. The way that thing was just empty with just Cora's photos. Because if it was a real supporter of Cora that did that thing, they would have added her name, added something, not just post photos there and leave it like that. Hmm. Okay. So how come they are mentioning long mouth? Are they not all in the same group? They are all in the same WhatsApp group. Now, long mouth is the blogger that is there to tarnish the image, so they know. but I believe, as now that Kim is telling the story, she will say more. She will mention all of them. But I think now she's still focused on this one that is in court, so she will bring out enough evidence that they will use to prosecute this one. Once she's done with this one, I believe she will focus maybe on Madam MIA or Lady else or somebody else, or she will start spilling on all of them. You understand? Hmm. Kim broke away after she found out that Jay Brooke was lying about everything. That was her excuse. It took her a very long time to find out, but well, yeah, some people are that slow. So yeah, it's possible. Mm, she has the pictures. I mean, they are not mentioning. Okay, they are not mentioning. I think it will get to her own part, because you remember that that long mouth used to throw shade to Madam MIA, to Kim, and the rest of them, to even the Lady F in Minnesota. She used to throw shade to all of them. So someday this Kim is going to mention that Madam Longmouth too. Just wait and see how this whole thing will play out, because they were all together, plotting together. So as she's telling her story now, she will most definitely mention that one's name and what that one has done. Her eye go clear. That one too has pictures. Wahala. Seriously, it is going down. I've enjoyed this conversation. Seriously, it's already 3:17. Let me leave you people to go and sleep. Oh, I'll be here talking till 4 a.m. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so very much. Well, I know we got a whole lot of new people in here. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're just coming across the channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notification. Give the live stream a thumbs up. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you, Yo-Yo's World. Thank you. Does it make sense? I am thinking, this is your name, eh? I'll just keep saying it. The first time I saw it, I was just laughing. Uh, thank you, Wendy. Thank you, one Miss Gail. I won't be able to get all the names. Thank you, Cynthia Holder. Um, I'll just try to think who else was here with us. Thank you, Annette. And I'm just gonna scroll up a little bit, see who else was here. Thank you, Ron M. I'm trying to think. Oh, D. Royal D was also here with us. I'm just trying to get some of the names. I say it was also here with us. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Brooks. Yes. Let me see. Lady Money Roll was here also. Thank you. And yo, the comments are many. Yeah, I say it. Thank you. Thank you, Royal D. Thank you. This was Madmain Entertainment. Thank you. And who else was here with us? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? So real. Thank you. And don't trust nobody. Yeah, that was the first commenter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I missed your name, that was not deliberate. So yeah, Wendy said such a good. So also she did put the name. It was at the bottom of the photo. Okay. Really? Because when I was looking at that thing, I didn't see it, and they got. Okay, okay, okay. They got cut off because of the size of the. Yeah, yeah. That would make sense. Yeah. Then the size of the screen. Yeah, you have a point there, so it's possible. Yeah. Thank you, Cynthia. Have a restful and peaceful night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I say thank you to each and every one of you. I'll see you all tomorrow. We still have more to discuss. Now we know where to find this. Mm. Another app will be on Kora's birthday. You think so? Mm. Let's see. Let's see how this whole thing plays out. So thank you all so very much. We still have 59 persons here. We'll see y'all tomorrow, and let me go and have some rest. But thank you also very much. God bless you. I appreciate your time that you came in here to spend with us. We're dissecting and analyzing together. I don't take it for granted. Okay. Thank you so very much. God bless you. May your going out and coming in be protected. Those of you that are based in places like Europe and Africa and other parts where we're already going to bed. May God send His angels to guide and protect you. Those of you that are in the US and other parts where you still have many hours before you go to bed, may God guide and protect you as you step out of the house, as you go to work, go to the market. Whatever you're doing, may God guide and protect you, your family members, your loved ones. God bless each and every one of you. I pray for good health, sound mind. May God fill your pockets. Every good thing you wish yourself, I wish you the same. Thank you so much, Oyoyo's World. And also, please, you all don't forget to subscribe to Oyoyo's World. That's Barrister Oyoyo here. Subscribe, turn on notifications so when she's live or she posts a new video, you will not miss it. She also analyzes this chaos, uh, this saga, this KO versus Mr. Kurobiri saga. She analyzes it also. And another content creator here is Royal D, also is a content creator. And like I always say, if you come in on this live stream and you are a content creator either on Facebook or YouTube, let us know that you also create content, because I know most people that are watching me are not content creators. But if you are a content creator, let me know so I can give you a shout out also and let people know about your channel also. I say it mentioned something about Amiora. Let's talk. I always forget her name, her channel name. Is it Let's Talk with Amiora? Said she's going to be doing an interview also. So y'all subscribe to Amiora also and follow her so you also be notified when people are dissecting about this whole stuff so you don't miss anything. Thank you all so very much. Mhm. So Jody is about to have a fit. They have created a TikTok dance to Kora's latest music. Right now he's on mute. He's not going to be saying anything because the level at which um Kim is exposing these their plans that they had over the years. I don't see him saying any single thing. He won't. May you have a blessed day. Same to you, or same to you, in the same to you. Or thank you also very much. I wish I could stay longer because we're still a lot of us here. There's more, but don't worry. In few hours we'll be back because it's already 3 a.m. my time. Mm, 11 more ads will be going up on the billboard. Yo, wow. That's gonna make JD very upset. JD is going to be very upset. The next thing he'll be looking for people to put him on a billboard to wahala saga. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so very much. God bless you all and bye for now. See y'all in the morning. Thank you so very much. God bless you all. Bye.